Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Happy Saturday, right? Or is it Sunday? Let me look, because Mal be lost in the sauce. As you know, what I like is Saturday. Yeah, sometimes I wake up on the floor, not on the bed. But yo, how's everybody doing, guys? Are you guys doing okay? At least trying, hanging in there? Taking it 1 second at a time. I miss y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all you wonderful people. I'm saying all the love. Can you guys hear me? I'm going to make a phone call, okay, guys? Can you guys hear me? Yes, we out there. Keep the class. Yes, we are. Hanging in there, Mark. That's awesome. So you guys can hear me, right? Capiche? What's up, y'all? Okay, great. Shout out to the gang. Shout out Mary. Shout out Mark. Shout out everyone in the chat. You guys, shout out Angie. Shout out Jacqueline. But listen, we got some good news, all right? So it's a Saturday. I don't want to take up too much of your time. So let's get right into it because I have this guy that's waiting for me to call him. So you guys know 1 second, all right? Let me take me off the screen. This the guy who we're going to be talking to today, Eric. So I'm going to call him and we're all going to talk together. He messaged me today in the morning time and he told me some things that I was really happy to hear. And I told him so I was going to call him back at 12 o'clock. We was going to do a live interview since I wasn't able to, go to where he is at currently, but we will eventually connect. But I just thought, let's get him support where he's at right now. So here we go, guys. I don't want to take up too much time. Put him on speakerphone. Please enter your password. Then press. What is that? Oh, why was I calling myself? I was calling myself, guys. That's crazy. Alrighty, this is his number. Let's call him. Put him on speaker, guys. He know he's live. His name is Eric Smith.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, boy?
Nothing. What's going on, man?
I'm good. I was calling you. I told you I was gonna call you at 11. I hope you ain't take a nap.
No, I'm fine. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got you on live. I got you on speaker. We have the AML family, listening right now. We have 42 people listening. Eventually it's gonna add up to more, and more people gonna watch when we get off the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, so guys, if you don't know Eric, we did an interview 2 weeks ago. He is originally from South Philly, but you know, he had dreams of being an NFL player, but high school he took the wrong role in life, and it messed him up. So we got him on the phone today. Eric, what's the follow up, man? Since 2 weeks ago, what's the follow up?
Well, thanks for asking. But the night that I gave that interview, it's maybe a few hours after the interview was completed. I called an ambulance that had suicidal ideations, and which, of course, it wasn't really true. It was just that was the route that I wanted to go. But that was the best route to go to get off of the street at the moment. And they sent me to Friends Hospital, which I was there up until the other day. And I'm on a methadone clinic now. So things are looking better, but it's an everyday struggle, man.
Absolutely. It's a never ending struggle, Eric. It's gonna be
Yeah.
never ending.
Yes. It's especially when you're new to recovery, it's and all is you've been getting high for the past few years, like 2, 3, 4 years, whatever. It's all it's that behavior it's like muscle memory. It's hard to give up something that you've done every day, but I believe that I am absolutely capable of it. I can definitely keep myself on the right track. It's just all about doing the right thing and being around the right people and places, things like that.
Absolutely. So you're at Friends currently. Is that where you're at right now?
I'm actually I'm not at Friends anymore. I was there and I was discharged. I stayed at a friend's house for the past 2 nights.
So
And, just jumping back and forth to different places.
what about the rehab, brother? Because that's going to lead eventually to a shelter and permanent housing.
I couldn't get into a rehab. I was denied. That's the way it is sometimes. It happens.
You say
people who want it sometimes get denied, and then people who don't really care about it get approved. It's strange how things happen.
You mean Friends Hospital deny you of a bed?
It has something to do with insurance, stuff like that.
You don't have insurance?
No, I do have it, but I was denied for rehab.
But don't give up, brother.
No, never. I'll never give up. No. I'm actually at my clinic now. I'm just sitting in a friend's car, just doing an interview.
Yeah.
It definitely works. So the methadone helps kill cravings, so it's a good thing.
When was the last time you used? Not methadone, but got high.
The last time I used was that night.
So how many days so you mean you got 2 weeks clean now off drugs?
The night that I did the interview, that was probably the last night I used. No, it was the last night I used.
Wow. So what made you decide to go for it?
I don't know, just thinking about it and realizing like what's going on and like with the direction that my life is going in. And it's a struggle, man, every day. Nobody wants to no one wants to live out there like sleeping on the street and dealing with situations that we deal with. As I mentioned in the video, it's the kids out there, paintball guns, BB guns. In the middle of the winter, the one time they were walking around with ice cold water, and in the dead of winter, throwing it on people when it was in the snow. It's just an all around bad environment. It's something that's definitely it's not a game, not a joke. I thought about it. The last time you asked me, what is one thing that we can do for you, and I said I don't know. I thought about it and I said boots. I've been regretting saying that ever since. Because when I thought about it, the one thing that you can actually do that would actually help is to actually talk to your kids about drugs, the dangers of drugs and alcohol. And it's not just your kids, like your little brother, your nephew, your cousins, any younger person that you care about. You catch people while they're young and you can save lives. And like shit, I've had someone who pounded that into my head, verbally all the time. Don't smoke, don't drink, don't use drugs, and I ended up doing it. But that's just me.
It happened to it happened to the best of them, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean that the life is over. it's just, you just got to work to get better.
You know, do you get a chance to watch your videos or read your comments to see all the positive or the love?
Yeah, when I was in Friends, I actually talked to a counselor in there, and she let me watch the video.
A lot of people are rooting for you, man. They believe in you. And
I was actually able to read some of the comments, and yeah, that's all right.
And you got supporters all over the world, man. People who can understand you, and they're not judging you. They just want you to be your best self. It's encouragement.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at a lot of the positive feedback that I got.
Right.
There are a lot of people, like I said, all across the world who are very understanding.
Facts. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, change people' perception of people who use drugs or who have been involved with drugs. We're trying to change the public perception. And thanks to people like you for speaking up.
Yeah, I became aware of your channel around the time of what happened with Bree, and then I started watching it, and that's when I started realizing, man, you're doing a good thing out there. I believe it's probably because of you that so many people know about her case.
Facts.
And what happened to her, and that is what happens down there. Like you're arguing with somebody, and then next thing you know, they squirted some type of accelerant in her face and set her face on fire, and the also never looked the same. And she was a pretty girl, and I mean, have you seen her?
Well, I haven't seen her physically, but her mother stayed, keep us up to date on her progress, and she's doing good. She loves, she reads all the letters that people send to her. She reads the letter over and over, and she likes baking. That's her thing. She likes to bake. So it's a long road ahead, but she's still doing the damn thing. She's not coming back over here, so that's great.
Yeah, definitely. Stay away.
Right.
Stay wherever she's at. Stay there. It's for the best. As far away from Kensington as you can be, it's the best place you can be.
Facts. And look at you, man. We're proud of you, man. Like you're on the path of changing your story.
Yeah, it's all in my hands now. It's all in my hands.
But listen, you're not alone. I want to let you know that you have an army of people that got your back, that's pushing you, and you just keep on taking the steps forward, man. And I brought you here today because you need support. Have you gotten in touch with your two aunts, because your parents are dead? You really don't have any family, and you're looking for your two aunts, the one that's in Jersey and Cherry Hill, I think, something like that.
Yeah, I haven't been able to contact them yet, no. But I've been looking. I looked them up on Facebook. Neither one of them have an account anymore. So that's pretty much the extent to which I would know how to find them. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's other ways, but I would have to go through other ways to find them.
But right now, focus on you. Right now, your assignment right now.
I'm my main focus. They can help.
Yeah, you're your main assignment right now. Once you focus on you, get you to where you want to be at, then the search can continue even more for your aunt.
Yeah, it's but they're definitely they help. Speaking with them, it has a cathartic effect for me. It's just it's all around. Yeah, it's very good for me.
So Eric, what's the future looking like for you now?
The future right now is, I want to say day by day, but it's more of a minute by minute thing.
Second by second now.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It absolutely looks brighter than it did. But yeah, as I said, minute by minute, second by second thing, you know, like a lot of people say day by day, you know, take it one day at a time. Like, oh, well, maybe you start thinking maybe I'll get high tomorrow, but just not today. Yeah. You have to have every second, every minute, you know, you have to be on yourself not to get high.
So what do you do now to occupy your time?
Well, I've been doing reading. I've been on my phone a lot, watching videos, and just doing whatever I can to occupy my mind.
Right.
I'm going to. You can get a free membership. A lot of people don't know about this, but at the YMCA with welfare insurance, you can get a free membership. You know, so if you're homeless or whatever, it's a good thing to have. You can go there and shower. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I utilized that before, and it's definitely something to get. You know, like you just go by there one day, sign up, and that's you'll have a place to shower when you're homeless.
That's great. You know, information for those who don't know about it. I didn't know about it myself, so that's great to hear.
Yeah, I'm speaking of the YMCA's in Philadelphia, and once you have a membership at one of them, you can go to any one of them in Philly,
right?
And use their shower, and I mean, you can use whatever you want in the facility. But when I was homeless, so I would just go there and shower.
Yeah. So Eric, man, I want the family to stay connected with you, and I didn't know how to go about doing that due to the address situation. You don't have a permanent address for us to send mail to or anything, and you say you don't mind for me to put your phone number on the screen if anybody would like to message you to give you encouraging words and help you out.
Sure, if anybody where they can send anything through you, I don't know. It doesn't, because you'll tell me, right?
Oh yeah, if they send something to the PO box, but if they want to talk to you directly on the phone, that's Eric. I put your phone number is 215-868-7722.
Yeah.
If anyone, he's doing great, guys. I got to clap for him, give him his flowers because he's making a difference, and that's going to encourage so many other people, from where you're coming from, and you're going to be a game changer, Eric, because man, you can talk to the youth, schools. Yeah. I want to do all those things. Want us to like do educational stuff for kids, and you're a role model, for that type of thing.
I definitely have the experience, and it's something I would definitely like to be into, helping younger people.
Facts.
Stopping anyone from getting caught up in this disease.
And it's just getting worse, Eric. It's not getting better. It's getting worse.
No, yeah, it's. I've never seen Kensington Kensington wasn't bad, but I've never seen it as bad as it is now. It's just everywhere you go, there's just people sleeping on the sidewalk, people digging in, using a needle like to dig their abscess, and it's unlike anything I've ever seen before.
Yeah, it's just getting worse, man. And it's just death now because, Eric, the news has reported like 90% of the bags, the dope that people are buying out there is not really even fentanyl. It's like all xylazine and so it's terrible. And the abscesses, the wounds, and the story that happened with you with your leg.
Oh yeah, my foot. Yeah, and I've never not once injected into my foot, but with this stuff, there's the chemicals and the different impurities and poisons that are in the dope. Yeah, the abscesses just pop up anywhere, and I was so grossed out by seeing maggots in it. I flipped out. I threw my sneaker off like I couldn't. Yeah. And I knew there's another girl I knew who woke up with maggots in her abscess on her arm, and it was just I could never. That's why from that point on I was walking around with one sneaker on, and I couldn't put another one on because I was terrified that I wouldn't be able to get them off. And not to mention the smell. The smell of abscesses is horrendous.
Yeah,
It's
it's no
just
joke.
yeah, and people can smell it from.
Rotten flesh. You know how rotten flesh smell is. No joke.
Yeah, the best way I could describe it is like it was just really bad, stale
Pungent.
seafood mixed with a dead cat.
Yeah, it's pungent, very pungent.
I mean, there's, and this is all part of the Kensington lifestyle. The Kensington Beach is what some people like to call it.
Yeah, and well, thanks to
that's why I said anything you can do to keep people away from this place. It's just the things that it's just so abhorrent, and it's and the neighborhood itself there's a lot of good people that live there, and they're living through the hand that they were dealt. They live life the best they can. They go to work, they do what they have to do, and it's bad because of people like me and other people who come there and just contribute to the negativity in the neighborhood. But
the city leaders. But listen, the city leaders got to step up and provide more, especially when it comes to like shelter and permanent housing. They need to step up when it comes to those things and open up sites so that way people won't have to be out there on the streets. Like you said, nobody want to be out there.
And sure, the shelters themselves also need an overhaul.
Yeah.
The shelters I've been in, they're just like jails that you can leave. The way people are acting with each other, it's just, it's all like a prison.
Tough situation. So Eric,
even the staff members that work there, they don't have the temperament to be dealing with homeless people. Some who a lot of times have mental illness. There are a lot of people who are homeless in Philly who don't have drug problems or alcohol problems. They're mentally ill.
Right.
And either their families put them out or they just walk away.
Yeah, people need to know what they're going into if they're going to take a position.
They too need a helping hand. We all do. But we just need to be in a correct environment. That's why you see so many people sleeping on the street now, because no one wants to go into the shelter.
Yeah, the shelters are not a place people want to be. You're in there, people, it's dangerous, and then you got all these different how you call it? Different,
Yeah, it's just people stealing. You got to sleep on top of everything you have, and
individual differences. So many people got.
Of course.
Some people are loud, and you might be a quiet person. You got to be hearing loudness. All it's not for everyone. You got have case by case.
There's a lot of like folks that have no home training whatsoever.
Exactly, rude, disrespectful, have no manners at all. Is what you have to deal with in those type of environment. You think you want to deal with that? You'd rather be out on the streets.
Because a lot of people were never raised right. There's no one there to teach them the right thing to do, and that's just how they turned out. Sometimes it isn't their fault.
And bad company corrupt good people.
Sure. And like I said, sometimes it's the staff too.
Yeah.
I've been in shelters where staff, they just want to act like hard guys. Like, I've seen staff who like stare people down and like they're trying to intimidate. And I don't understand like why you don't have to do that there. You work in a shelter. Yep. Come on.
I seen it with my own two
eyes myself, brother. The clients and listen to you. Come on.
People be having attitudes, man. You ask them a simple question, they giving you a nasty attitude, looking at you up and down like you are alien or something. Like it's not cool.
Like, what the f you asking me for?
Right, exactly. That's what you want to deal with. And people, they're already ashamed of the state that they're in, and then you got people like that looking down on them even more. It will make them just want to continue going further away.
Yes.
What advice would you give to people who are listening right now and are having the cravings to go back to that lifestyle, the drugs? Man,
it's the one thing to say is, man, like I said, take it minute by minute, second by second. Think about it, weigh it up, weigh the misery, of life, you might be bored now. You're itching. You had that itch. You want to scratch. You want to go get high. Just wait, and you're telling yourself, I'm going to only do it once. I'll smoke one rock and go to sleep. No, it never happens. It's, weigh the consequences. Play the tape all the way through. Nothing ever good. We never just do one. And get out of that mindset of it won't happen to me, because yes, it will. It'll happen to you. It happens to the best of us. And it's a living nightmare. And just, like I said, just weigh your options. Weigh the pain and misery that comes with addiction, or that minor boredom, or that little itch you have right now, and just ignoring it, going and doing something, read a book, watch a movie, get on your phone. You'll eventually get over it, and you'll have another day clean and sober, and you'll be that much more happier for it.
Facts. What would you say? What was the lowest point in your addiction?
Lowest point in my addiction. When I was younger, one time my grandfather had just went to food shopping, and I'm dope sick, and I found a receipt for everything he bought in the store, and I rounded up everything and brought it back and got the cash money for it, and went and got well, and with that money. And that was one of the very, very low points. I mean, I've done like a lot of things that, like, more, heinous, but that was just, it involved a family member, and I figured this is the lowest point.
Right. That's the power of addiction, man. Makes you hurt people who don't, it makes you do things you wouldn't even imagine doing if you weren't controlled by those things,
Yeah.
So now how has your life been like for the 2 weeks you've been off drugs?
Well, it just it feels, it's different. It's definitely a different feeling. It's something new. It's something I can get used to.
Right.
I definitely I love the feeling, but that's the thing with recovery. It eventually, when you first get into it, everything's exciting. It's brand new. You're eating better. You're getting haircuts. Your clothes are clean. Everything. And you're getting attention from the opposite sex and all that, and everything is brand new. But then it just comes to a halt, and that boredom starts to creep in again. And that's when you get the idea, I can use one just to, pull me out of this boredom. And then that's when the cycle starts all over again.
Yeah. Penn Dizzy said it gets so much easier. She said, I'm reading some comments that people are saying to you. They said it's going to get easier. Just they said stay strong. You got people cheering for you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
So that's Eric.
All the positive support, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. So I'm thinking like the shelter is not working out for you, and the rehab situation is not working out for you as far as like your insurance. So hopefully, something can work out for you, man. It's something out there that's for you for sure. We just gotta find it. So if anyone that's watching this video, that's listening right now, that's Eric phone number right there, 215-868-7722. If you have any resources that you can lead him to, send him a message, give him a call, give him some encouraging words. Do you need anything else, Eric? Do you have a Cash App or Venmo, that way some people can help you with food money or anything like that?
Yeah, I don't, but it can go through you, right?
I guess so, but I don't really like dealing with cash for people, because that thing bring problem. I'd rather just have people send it to that person. But if anybody would like to send anything for you as far as like clothes, you know,
Yeah.
hygiene products. What are some things that you're in need of when it comes to those things?
You can always use like fresh underwear and deodorant and stuff like that. There's socks, t-shirts. It's always something that are, essential to, survival out here. Yeah, essential to hygiene. Yeah, you need certain stuff like that.
And what size will you say you want you wear in shirts and pants?
Boxers, maybe 2-3X shirt.
Okay, so guys, you heard that he wear two XL shirts, or two. He's a football player status, you know. So what about pants, Eric? If they want to send you pants, what size should they send?
I'd say maybe 42 waist, maybe 38 length. I'm just guessing.
Okay, so you said 42 waist.
Yes.
Okay, 42 waist and 32 length, guys.
38, I guess. I'm guessing.
38. So that's his number right there. So if you would like for him to text you it himself, that's his phone number right there. Again, 215-868-7722. Send him a message. Ask him what's his size. And you can send it to my P.O. box. Since he don't have a permanent address right now, you can use my P.O. box. And I have his phone number, so I'll definitely give it to him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my P.O. box address, matter of fact. So yeah, Eric, what's a day in your life look like now, man?
It's definitely better. I'm just starting to try and actually, get life back in order. It's a little different when you're not chasing the drug all day, and you're still homeless.
Right.
It's a little, it's strange.
That's the system. The system makes things harder for people who want to get on.
Like I could go to a library or whatever,
Yeah. And that's sad when a person is ready for help. That's the time they're supposed to, embrace you. I'm like, yo, forget about insurance. We don't care about insurance. You ready? Let's get you in detox, rehab, then into shelter, then permanent housing. But the way they treat people is just messed up, man. That's what we're trying to change. We're fighting for stuff like that.
If only that was the case, we don't care about insurance. So a lot more of us would be all right.
Right. Exactly. So guys, I want to tell Eric, thank you so much for, giving us this little update. It was positive, and we are so used to the negative, aspect of addictions, but we have to embrace the other side. And Eric, I pray you stay on the right path, man. You won't turn back around, man, because it's not worth it anymore, man. It's not worth it at all, brother. Love yourself, and you're gonna see how life is going to change for you, man. Drugs don't love you at all. It just tricks your mind to thinking that it's doing something for you, but all it's doing is sucking the life out of you, and you see that out there.
Absolutely.
Anything you would like to say to the AML family?
Yes, man. Love you guys. Thank you for the support. And to you, Mal, what you're doing, you're making a difference in people's lives. It's what you're doing is you're making young people aware of Kensington and the evils of addiction, and they need that. They need to see firsthand, what it looks like, what people covered in abscesses look like, what people look like sleeping face down on the sidewalk. You need to see the dangers, and they need to realize that, yes, that can happen to them.
Facts.
It's sad and it's scary, but
it's reality.
It's a reality.
A harsh one.
Yes, it's a harsh reality that I believe could possibly
scare people.
Save lives.
Yeah, exactly. Because trust me, when I was coming up, man, if I would have see all that, saying all that stuff, got exposed to that stuff, I would have been scared, man. I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing that, because I would have been aware.
Like the commercials I seen growing up, where this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
Right.
You know, even though, like I said, I had a grandfather, I just still, who would just tell me, you know.
It's not the same, brother.
Yeah, he told me to do the right thing, and
right.
You know,
it's not the same.
No.
Well, at least you're alive, and that means your purpose in life is to keep shining light on the darkness that you escaped from. So that's why you're alive, man. So many of our brothers and sisters are gone, and you survived that. You're a warrior.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And you're a warrior of God, you know. So you gotta. It's like a trumpet, man. You got this trumpet now in your hand. You gotta blow that trumpet as loud as you can on your sobriety, man. Let the world know, you know, you made it out, and you're gonna continue going forward. You ain't going back, Eric.
No. Hell no.
Yeah, brother. So AML family, that's our guy Eric. You know, that's his phone number right there. Stay connected with him. I will also stay connected with him also too. Eric, is there any last words you want to add before we shut down?
Just thanks for the support, man. And I'll be watching your channel.
Okay, Eric, and we'll stay connected, man. You know, if I have anything I need your help with, I will hit you up. But I'm just afraid.
So this interview went up live?
Yeah, it's live right now. We live. We on StreamYard.
All right.
I got you. So once it's done, you can go, you know, listen to it.
Okay.
And you can read the comments too.
All right.
So Eric, I'll stay connected with you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and you know, you was born for better, man. All right, just keep on going.
All right.
All right, brother. Talk to you another time. All right, peace out.
Call me.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Well, AML family, that's slow video. I just wanted to not video, update on Eric. He messaged me this morning, and it was great news. And I have to share this with the family, and you know, let him know that he's not alone, and that he have an army of people who got his back. And you guys see how messed up the system is when people do want to turn their life around, when they already, how some people have to go through these obstacles that they put in your way just to make you not want to succeed in life, because you're already struggling. Why make it harder for a person when they're already struggling? They trying to go to rehab, and you talking about, oh, your insurance, we're not taking your insurance. What the hell? That's a what the hell, right, guys? Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. But I pray Eric will continue to stay strong and not to go backwards, not to reset that clock, because 2 weeks may seem small, but that's a lot of time. That's huge. That's awesome. Guys, I'm going to drop the link. This is like a Saturday special. All thanks to Eric. If anybody would like to come up here and you know, and give any feedback on how they feel about Eric's situation, you're more than welcome to. Tomorrow, hopefully, Caitlin will be doing the co-host. I have everything set up already. She got the link. I hope she shows up. She was ready to do it last week, but you know, I was sick and I wasn't myself at all. And I could have let her do her thing, but it wasn't going to be the same. What me just did, not talking or anything. So I just wanted to be well first. But she, you know, she agreed to do it this week. And let's see what happened tomorrow. Okay, guys? But yeah, it's going to be awesome. Instead of just Mal, it's going to be other people. Then after After Caitlyn is going to be Rochelle. Rochelle, she's ready to go. And then, other people. All right. Anybody want to come up and chat? You guys crack me up. You guys are so funny. I'm gonna drop the link again. If not, I'll put some videos, some addiction awareness videos for us to watch. It's a Saturday. I'm just chilling today. Let me see. Yeah, so guys, that's Eric phone number. Hit him up, guys. Send him a message. Let him know how proud you of him. Let me see. That's the worst when they don't take your insurance. I definitely been there. Yeah, right, Susan. I have went with people to rehab, and oh my god, especially going through the crisis center. This one time they had us sitting outside in the cold. 3 people was trying to get help that day, and then guys, it was freezing outside, and I guess it was during the pandemic, but still, they had us outside in the cold, freezing, uncomfortable. And you know how cold when cold gets to your bone and you just like shaking outside makes you that's that type of cold. Sad, right? Reading some comments. So that's not cool with that whole insurance. See, I've been there too with the whole insurance thing, and that's like, come on. When a person is ready for help, you should be jumping up and down that your fellow human is willing to, is ready to make a difference. Device, Mark B. Mark B, I see you in the background, but your device is not connected. I don't know what's up. So if you want to come up, you got to make sure your device is connected. Shout out Mary Packer in the house. She said Saturday special, laugh aloud. Yeah, this is pop-up. It's a pop-up Saturday special. Shout out to Mary. She got her AML t-shirt and she loved them. She has been sending so much love to people. It's like unbelievable. She's definitely is an angel in my book. Angels doesn't have, not all angels, what they said, not all heroes wear cape. Well, not all angels have wings. And Mary is definitely one of those angels. Yeah, Mark B, I see you, but you gotta turn your device. You're right, Gia. Many people cannot get 24 hours clean or sober. What's up, DJ? How you doing? Greetings to you, man. Hope you still kicking sobriety, still kicking addiction ass, and you maintaining your sobriety. I love to see people who the devil came for them. When the devil came for these people and they survive and they are striving in life, they turn their life around after the devil came for them. It might be you that's listening right now. That devil came for you to take you out of this world, but you made it out. And now you're shining, and now you're living your life. You're doing all the things that comes with life that makes you happy. But back then, you was not happy. You was about to end everything. You was about to lose it all. But now look at you now, right? Look at you now shining. Aren't you happy that you made it? You gotta be happy. You gotta pat yourself on the back because the devil came for you to take you away. I don't know, but I'm happy. I'm happy I survived suicide attempts. I'm happy I survived overdose attempts. Accidental overdose too. Yeah, I was gonna be one of those people classified. Oh, it was an accidental overdose, and And you know the people who hate to hear that word. How is it an accidental overdose when you knowingly took something that you knew was a drug? Yeah, you could take something that you think that you know what it is, but it could be something totally different that somebody gave you. Just like people who think they taking perks and oxys and all those, original pills, but all these new pills coming out that are pressed that are dying. People are dying from it because they think they're getting perks or them other pills, but nah, you're getting fentanyl. So let's get into some cases, guys. So when people say accidental overdose, it is real. Some people really do, die that way, taking things they don't really know what's in it. But that's too deep for some people to understand. So let's get into this little story, all right? This little news. We're going to watch this together. Un momento. Yeah, accidental overdose is real. Is this the right one I'm playing? Oh no. I got like 3 different tabs open, guys. I'm sorry. So that's what happened when I get lost in the sauce. Here we go.
Killed roughly 21 out of every 100,000 people in 2020. Compare that to just 5 out of every 100,000 in 2005.
Tonight, DJ Rewind.
CDC says opioid overdoses killed roughly 21 out of every 100,000 people in 2020. Compare that to just 5 out of every 100,000 in 2005.
Tonight, people from across our community are sharing how overdose and addiction touched their lives. WESH 2's Anika Hope went to a meeting where many said they never thought it would happen to them.
The mother of a young man who she said grew up going to the synagogue in Maitland spoke tonight. She said it's too late for her son. She lost him to a fentanyl overdose, but she spoke tonight, she said, because it's not too late for others.
He went to the youth groups. He was just like any other child who was happy, wanted a life, wanted to live.
McCall Osteen says she and her son did not know what to do about his drug use.
Like he used to tell me every day, my brain is hijacked, Mom.
But he was doing okay until one time he used fentanyl and she lost him.
One time, all you have to do is one pill. You can die. This is a Russian roulette. It's not about addicts anymore. We're losing 13, 14, 15-year-olds.
At a synagogue in Maitland, speakers from all walks of life shared a message: drop the shame around addiction and give help without judgment. Seminole County Sheriff Dennis Lima said fentanyl is a growing concern for addicts and one-time users alike.
6 out of every 10 pills contain a lethal dose of fentanyl. It does not matter what the pill is, Adderall, Oxycontin.
Overdoses touch so many lives, but recovery can too. One man in recovery spoke, saying he will share his story loudly to help stop others from dying in silence.
The more I can have those frank, honest, sometimes quiet conversations and get people resources that they need, because there really isn't a reason for someone to die.
Organizers brought over 144 boxes of Narcan and taught anyone who wanted how to use it so they could save as many lives as possible. In Maitland, Anika Hope, WESH 2 News.
Okay, guys, let's see what this other story is about. All right, let's see what this other story. Sorry, Mark. Oh, that was hot. I got really loud on the mic just now. Yeah, sorry, Mark, your mic isn't working. Yeah, I can't do nothing on my end about that, unfortunately. But yeah, let's watch this other video, okay? This is a Saturday special. Getting ready for tomorrow. With Caitlin is going to be hosting.
Homes and onto our
Let's
streets.
see what this story is about, guys.
Fentanyl is still finding its way into homes and onto our streets. And as our Ellie Reeve discovered in Philadelphia, fentanyl is being cut with a new substance in some places to make its effects last longer, but that also leaves users with open wounds that can last for months and even rotting flesh. We warn you, what you're about to see contains graphic imagery and may be disturbing, but we think it's important to show to understand the scope of this crisis.
The trank shit is bad. I didn't know I did this shit. I was like one of the first victims out here with this kind of shit.
The opioid crisis has been going on for a long time, but in Philly, the problem has shifted. Most of the street fentanyl supply is cut with an animal tranquilizer called xylazine, or trank.
To be honest, I really didn't notice the change. It was just heroin wasn't doing anything for me anymore. You build a tolerance for everything eventually. And then I started doing trank, and heroin just disappeared altogether. They made it cheaper, easier to get. Now it's just killing everybody.
Does trank give you the same feeling that fentanyl would?
No. You get warm and fuzzy from fentanyl. Trank puts you to sleep.
Trank was found in over 90% of the dope samples tested in Philadelphia, and it's spreading to other cities on the East Coast. In 2021, it was detected in 34% of overdose deaths in Philadelphia. Users did not want xylazine, but now they're addicted to it.
Okay, so someone told me you're a real OG out here. What does that mean?
Original gangster. Okay. Yeah, I've been out here for a long time. A lot of people know me out here.
So, like, you've been here when, like, trank started being in the supply, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I've seen the whole transition go from real heroin to trank and fetty, and it really changed a lot of people's habits, lifestyles.
Xylazine is a powerful sedative not approved for use in humans. It can cause users to be motionless for hours, even days.
It knocked the elephants out with it.
Yeah.
That's why you see everybody all, you know?
It also causes skin wounds that won't heal and that can become necrotic. Doctors don't yet know why.
It removes 7 pounds of flesh and 1.5 liters of pus. It's been open for 21 months. That's how horrible it is. Trank shit is. It doesn't let your body heal.
It's killing us. Slow but sure it's killing us. Some of us earlier than others, but it's eventually going to kill you if you keep going. And I see it every day. Death. Every day, right next to you.
In Kensington, the main avenue runs under the elevated train, and on many of the corners, you can buy drugs. On the side streets and in the park, people without homes live and sleep and use illegal drugs.
Hey, what's up, Pop? Did you want to get on the list?
A Percocet prescription led to Sarah Laurel getting addicted to heroin and living on the street. When she got sober, she created Savage Sisters, a harm reduction organization that offers showers and nurses to treat people's wounds.
Shower, wound care, both, or just shower?
Everybody knows about Kensington. It's a tourist location for drugs.
A couple people mentioned that people will come down here for the weekend and never leave.
You just get stuck. Why go home?
This is McPherson Square Park, but we call it Needle Park.
Why?
Everybody shoots up here. There's a lot of syringes left around.
One day in 2019, a friend drove James Sherman to Kensington to buy fentanyl, and he never came back to the car. He spent 2 years homeless, 18 months of them in this park.
When I got to Kensington, this was like a Disneyland for drug addicts.
Why?
Open air.
People without homes in Kensington still have their own community with its own economy.
Well, I had 2 hustles. I don't know if one is necessarily appropriate to talk about on camera, but it's like hitting people, people that are injecting. If they're not good at themselves, they need, what we call a hitter. And then my second one is what we call a runner. Somebody comes down from the county and they want to know where the good stuff is. Some people would say, hey, I want a bag of Coke, but I don't want bath salts.
Yeah.
Or, somebody would say, hey, I want trank, but I want a little bit of fentanyl. And I would just know that from being down here. So I say, hey, I'll take it, but, you're going to have to look out for me.
Wow. Kind of like a tourist guide.
Yes, 100% like a tourist guide, a middleman of copying drugs for sure.
So now what's the differentiator if trank's in everything?
Oh, I don't, probably just which ones are heavier with the trank and which ones are least tranky.
The nurses at Savage Sisters use their experience with addiction to care for people who come in.
I used to love using my veins. I had great veins there. Maybe you have a little bit.
Have people come in here where you're like,
dude, you gotta go to the hospital all the time. It's really hard. It's scary. You know, you're going to the hospital. Like, are you going to manage my withdrawal? Are you going to manage my pain? Are you going to treat me like as someone who uses drugs and stigmatize me and turn me back out?
This has made it really difficult for patients to get into recovery. You know, they're so fearful of the withdrawal. They're fearful that the doctors and nurses don't know what xylazine is.
Xylazine withdrawal lasts longer than opioid withdrawal, and it can cause intense anxiety. Doctors don't know the best way to treat it, and they're trying different drugs to see what works. But D'Orazio warns that cracking down on Tranq will just push dealers to introduce other, more dangerous drugs. He says what will help is making it easier for users to get health care.
But how do you do that? How do you make the access to care better?
Better medication, so better ability to manage withdrawal, creating more housing access. Housing is a major issue in our community, and I think that's something that we're not concentrating on as the prevention of this disorder.
And what would that be? More mental health care?
Yes, absolutely.
The same reason that mom on the main line reaches for a martini glass at noon is the same reason that I reached for a rig and put a needle in my neck. I was in pain. That's it. I was hurting. The people that are out here numbing their pain with substances, whether it's heroin, alcohol, cocaine, we need to address the pain. We need to stop isolating the substance and look beyond it.
And then I'm going to give you Narcan.
Okay.
You know, I'm a 5'1" purple-haired recovering heroin addict. I don't have credentials. I don't have a degree. And I had to come up with ways to convince people that we're worth saving.
Damn,
Ellie Reed
yo.
joins us now. I mean, what did you learn about the backgrounds of the people that you spoke to?
Most of them aren't from Kensington. They come from all over. People from the suburbs, people who had wealthy families. There are several people who had children, even teenagers. One woman I spoke to had been diagnosed with cancer at 40, and she got addicted to pain pills, and now she's living in a shelter.
It's so stunning to see up close. Ellie Reed, thank you.
Damn, guys, 1 second. This is part that I want to play.
It is called gas station.
Man, they already skipped it. It was a part that I wanted to play that
Fentanyl
really
is still finding
got
its way.
to me.
More dangerous.
It's to the end
They're
right
out
here.
here numbing their pain with substances, whether it's heroin, alcohol, cocaine. We need to address the pain. We need to stop isolating the substance and look beyond it.
And then I'm going to give you Narcan.
Okay.
You know, I'm a 5'1" purple-haired recovering heroin addict. I don't have credentials. I don't have a degree. And I had to come up with ways to convince people that we're worth saving.
Damn.
Ellie Reed
Yeah,
joins
that
us
part
now. I
right
mean,
there.
What did you learn about the backgrounds of the people that?
Yeah, that part right there got to me. The don'ts. The don'ts. That's what got to me, guys. When you get involved with drugs and what it does to your life, the things that it take away from you, and it just sets you back in life, and what she said was she had to convince people who are in addiction have been involved with drugs are worth saving, because a lot of people in society don't look at it that way, that people who are involved with drugs are worth saving. Like, they look at people like, they shouldn't be alive, they should be dead, they are a burden to society, and that's messed up. So that really, touched me when she said that, because that's the same thing I'm trying to do, trying to convince people, like, listen, us who are in this, we are worth saving. We are more than just the drugs. We have so much more to bring to the table. But don't use that on us. Don't let that addiction or being involved with drugs permanently stick on a person for the rest of their entire life, because it's more important is who you are becoming and who you was. And that's what society always stick on us, is who we was, and are not focusing on who we are becoming. Death and drugs are best friends. There's no other friends for death for drugs. It's death and drugs are best friends. Hey, Miss R, yeah, we definitely know about that article with the little girl the baby that died from fentanyl poisoning. And that goes to tell you it's everywhere. And drop the link, guys. But we have to stay on our assignment no matter what. We have to stay on our assignment. We can't let people change the narrative of people in the struggle that they are a moral failure, that they are lazy. No, it's not. It's not that. You heard what she said from Savage Sister. We have to address the pain. And some people get upset, like, oh, I have pain. I've been through this. Why I didn't take this path in life? Because be grateful you didn't take that path in life. Be grateful. Be thankful to God that didn't happen to you. But don't judge the next person because it happened to them. Just be grateful it didn't happen to you. You know, drugs are a waste of time, completely waste of time. All it does is take away from you, take away from you. And why do we do it? Because we get so used to it, and you know, tricks our mind into thinking that it's okay, and it's really not. Mark, okay, Mark is back. Shout out, Mark. What's up, Mark?
Hello.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Good.
Welcome back.
You can hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear Mark? Let me look at the chat. Let me ask the chat if they can hear Mark. Chat, can you guys hear Mark nice and clear?
Hello, everyone.
You can see the chat, Mark?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. I'm gonna see if wait to see what the people are saying. Okay, all right. Florida girl say yes, they can hear you. Okay, Mark, the floor is all yours.
Well, I just wanted to tell everybody that I had a bad car accident when I was younger, and I have chronic pain. And I got addicted to opioids just from one prescription the doctor gave me. And it just made me feel better, you know, like 10 foot tall. So I continued getting the prescriptions filled. It went on for 20 years. And I really had a hard time stopping. I thought I was going to die. But I had so much medication, I used it to start to taper off. And I really had, you know, insomnia real bad. And I mean, it was bad. And I had restless leg syndrome. I didn't think it was going to ever pass, but it did. But it took a good 2.5 years.
Yeah, we're listening. Mm-hmm. You okay?
Yeah. Okay. I had it. I had it muted. But yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you nice and clear.
Okay. Well, anyhow, I did finally get past it, and it was hard. But I just wanted to say this came from doctors.
The doctors, right? Yeah, your situation.
Yeah. I never really. Yeah, I never. Yeah. I never got it.
Yeah, you starting to break up now. I don't know what happened. You was clear a few seconds ago, but then you got really like underwater status.
How's this now?
Yeah, that's better now.
Okay. Well, I never went to the streets because I got everything from doctors. And they would, at the time, they would prescribe anything I asked for.
Mm.
And it wasn't just opioids, it was stuff like Valium, sleeping pills. It was bad, but I did get past it. And I still have chronic pain. I just use Advil now. And
Wow.
I remember the first doctor I went to about this chronic pain I have in my spine. He said, you have to learn how to live with it. You know, but at the time I didn't know how. So I went through 20 years of opioids I got from doctors, and they were wrong to do that because all opioids do is cause another problem.
Mm. Agree.
But all is fine now. I just can't believe it went on for that long. And I got OxyContin, methadone, basically anything I asked for.
They were just throwing it at you, huh? Just throwing like, here, take it, get out of my office.
Right, that's
Just-
right. You know, and
That's sad. So many lives have been ruined that way.
I know. But what doctors started to do, instead of taking insurance, they wanted cash. $250 for an appointment. And they got it too.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, I'm glad that's over with. I just wanted to say hi to everybody.
Well, thank you so much, Mark, for introducing yourself and sharing that with us. What advice would you give to people who are listening right now and are still going through the struggle?
Just first you have to want to stop, you know, because I know what it is to be dope sick. It's terrible. And I know I did everything I could to prevent it. But being on the other side, it's better because you don't have that problem about having to go to the doctor, having to go to the pharmacy, and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, just don't take any prescribed painkillers. That's how I got started.
So what would you say, what was the lowest point in your addiction?
Oh, after I lost my job and lost my company car.
Give us a backstory.
Well, I used to work for a food brokerage company called Service Brokerage, and it was a good job. You know, I had grocery stores I called on, and a gasoline card and expense account. But they eventually caught on to what I was doing because they could see it, because these were company cars, so the insurance has to go through them. And they even called me in one day and asked, what's with all these painkillers you're taking? And I said, well, they're prescribed, because I thought it was right at the time. And but it was wrong. And I'm really glad I got past that.
Right? And you ain't go to jail or anything for that?
No, somehow I stayed out of problem. I mean, sometimes I stayed out of trouble because I just avoided that for some reason. And I'm glad that didn't happen, but I'm past it now.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great.
2016 was a bad year for me.
What all happened in 2016?
That's when everything started to change, when these pain specialists started getting in trouble for prescribing everything they do. And I saw that happen. So that's when I started tapering.
So you never resorted to getting drugs off the streets?
No, I probably would have if I could have found something, but I don't know. Street drugs they scare me. You know?
Absolutely, especially with what's going on. You don't know what they're putting in it, and that's how a lot of people are dying.
Yeah.
So Tell us about that moment in your life where you decided, you know what, it's time for me to get myself together.
Well, it came to that because pharmacies didn't want to fill the prescriptions anymore. They would tell me, no, we can get in trouble for filling that. And that's when I said, oh, Lord, I got to do something about this because I can't, let it get real bad. So I had some methadone I used to taper with, and it was hard stopping that. There was a time this doctor was prescribing me 910 milligrams of methadone a month. And I think about that now, and it's like, man, that was crazy.
That's no joke.
So anyhow, I just want to say hi, Mal. And hi,
Man, I can listen to you, more because I like hearing people's story, especially those who overcame addiction, and what they're doing now with their life. So, what are you doing now with your life?
Well, I'm retired now.
What do you do to occupy your time?
Well, I play bass guitar, and I just watch videos and TV, and it's nice. It's nice being retired because you don't have to get up real early in the morning. I'm 66.
Some people are retired, but they would want to get up early still and still go out there and work. I don't understand. But I do understand because even though you're retired, but you still have bills to pay, and that's sad for some people.
Yeah.
And they can't even, their money don't even cover day-to-day living anymore because everything is so expensive. So then these people are starting to find jobs in their 60s.
Yeah, I seem to get by okay,
Yeah, God bless you.
But barely, I had to make adjustments. Like I had to shut cable off and just not get the things I used to get.
Yeah. Well, Mark, thank you so much for, giving us that testimony. And I'm glad that you was not a statistic, that you overcame your demons and, you're better off in life now, and continue on that road, buddy.
Okay. Well, thank you, man. And thanks for all you do.
Yeah, couldn't do it without you all. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
So you enjoy the rest of your Saturday, okay, buddy? Be safe out there. All right, peace.
All right. Bye, all.
Okay, shout out to Mark for coming through and blessing us with his story. We all need hope. Hope is always welcome around this part of town. Inspirational stories is always welcome around this part of town. Motivational stuff is always welcome around this part of town. So I'm going to drop the link again. If anybody else would like to come up here and chat with your boy Mal, I'm all for it, okay? It's a Saturday special. That's the link right there, guys. Or else I'm gonna find something else to play. Oh yeah. So while that's happening, I'm sorry for all that clicking, guys. I know it gets annoying. But yo, Valerie. So yeah, Valerie, right? It's two Valeries. I just have to give you guys update on real quick. Two Valeries. This one, let me get me off I don't know why StreamYard does that. It's supposed to give you that option. Okay, so this Valerie, let me see the exact date that I saw her. I'll tell you guys right now when I ran into her, the exact day that I ran into her. And time too. I ran into her Wednesday, March 8th at 1:39 p.m. I ran into her in the same area where she usually be at, but on a different side of the streets. What happened was her boyfriend got incarcerated for a month, and I guess that's why I didn't see her. But yeah, her boyfriend was incarcerated. He came back out, back to the same life again. But Valerie, when I saw him and he was like, I said, oh my God, I've been looking for you guys for the longest. Where have y'all been? And he was like, oh, I've been locked up. So I said, where's Valerie? You know, so many people been asking about Valerie, her family, and everything. Okay, guys, I have to restart the computer, okay? Because you know, it's that time again where I gotta feed the system. But hold on, I might get a. Okay, yeah, I gotta shut down. Yo, go take a little 3-minute break. Go get some water. Go smoke a cig. Whatever you do, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Mic check, mic check. Am I back, guys? Nobody typing. Lost. Rest your heart. I don't know. I gotta type now and see if y'all can hear me. You all, hey Florida girl, you all now, loud and clear. Oh, okay, yeah, guys. So yeah, let me get back to some information that I gotta share with you real quick. Thank you all for that confirmation. Yeah, so I ran into Valerie. I ran into her boyfriend, and he told me, "Oh, guess what? Valerie was just here a few minutes ago." I'm like, "Oh, I was hyped." I was like, "Okay, yeah. I've been looking for her. Everybody been concerned about her and want to know what's going on with her." And he was like, "You know what? I can call her. She has a phone." I'm like, "Oh, she has a phone." And he has a phone too. So I'm like, "Okay, call Valerie." So he calls Valerie and I talked to her. I'm like, "Valerie, I'm here. I'm so happy to hear from you. I'm glad you're alive and you have a phone now. That's even more, exciting." So she came over within like 2 minutes after talking to her on the phone, and we met up. And I told her, I was like, "How's everything with you?" And she said, the same old thing. Her boyfriend was locked up, but she was, managing by herself. Now he's back out. And I asked her, I said, "Valerie, have you gotten in touch with Missy and your family and Dasha and all those other people who has been rooting for you?" She was like, "Yeah, I talked to them. I got their phone number. We talk." I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you guys was talking." So there you have it, guys. She has a phone and she's back in contact with her family and hope. And I asked her, I said, "When are you thinking about getting off the streets and going into the shelter or something, doing something with your life, Valerie? Because it's tomorrow's not promised, and it's the same old story. Yeah, I'm trying. The shelters, they're not accepting nobody. We still waiting. They got us on the waiting list." So that's the story. I want to believe her, but all I can say is at least she's back in contact with her family, and we'll continue to pray for her. But it's a struggle. So besides her, now that she's okay, the next person is also Valerie. Let me bring her up. And this is a good news, a good story for you guys from this Valerie. Also, well, I'm happy Valerie has a phone, so that's a start. She can hold on to that phone because it's hard for you to hold on to a phone in active addiction, because once you nod off and you go into that sleeping stage, people just watching you like a hawk watching its prey. That's how they're going to be watching you, like a hawk watching its prey, waiting for their moment to take everything you got: money, phones, purse, drugs, anything they can take. I have seen it with my own two eyes, and you can't really say nothing because trouble starts like that. You trying to defend somebody else, and you going to become a target, especially in the Badlands. So you got to know the codes. You got to know codes when you're out there. You just can't be going in everybody's business, because that's how you die. That's how you get hurt, being in everybody's business, trying to save the world, especially a particular kind of world. You got to know how to move. That's how come I'm still alive, because I know how to move. You know what they say, you play stupid games, you win prizes, right? So I don't play stupid games. Well, if I do play them, I'm very cautious. Okay, this is the next Valerie I want to share with you guys. Okay, you guys can see that now. Okay, her, right? Valerie. She's doing amazing, guys. She's doing amazing. Me and her stay in contact we basically message each other almost every day, but she's not on drugs no more. She's in I guess some type of program from, but she doesn't want me to say too much. She said she wants me to meet up with her, and she wants to tell you guys the news that she have. But she's not on drugs no more. And guess what? She wants to be a musician. And guys, I've heard her rap. She have been sending me music, and she got a lot of talent. She knows how to freestyle, but she has to learn how to do songs. That's what I'm trying to tell her. I'm like, you good at freestyling and all those things, but you got to learn how to write songs. And I told her the first song that she should write is about addiction. Yeah, program. Yeah, Val is doing. Yeah, so she's doing good. Let me see. Me and her text yesterday. Let me see what she said on the last text. Yeah, but she messaged me. You know, she got so much aspiration now in life. She want to do so many things. She's back in her son life. She's doing good, guys. She said so. So I asked her. She's gonna be another one. Let me call her, madam. Should I call her, guys? I'm gonna call her, see if she pick up. All right. You guys stay on the phone. Let me call her, see if she pick up. We might have. Let me see if she pick up. Oops, guess nobody's home. Should I leave a
Please
message?
leave your message for Valerie Collector.
Yo, Valerie, what's up? This is your boy Mal from AML Films. I'm live, with the AML family. I'm telling them the good news. I wish you could tell them too, but I guess that'll be another time. But yeah, I'm telling them all about your music, and they should look out because June we'll have a music video coming out. So it's more than addiction. We got talent. All right, AML got talent. So girl, when you get this message, get back at me, all right? If I'm still live, if not, it's cool. But yeah, get back. Peace. Yeah, guys, but yeah, I had to leave that little message. But she said that, oh yeah, I know how to write songs. Liz said, you know how to write songs, Mal. Yeah, Liz, I know how to write songs. I started out as a rapper. Before all this documentary things, I started out as a rapper. I used to want to be a rapper because growing up in the trenches, in the ghetto, in the hood, it ain't too many things that you have dreams of being, because what's around you is you either be a athlete, or you be a musician, or you be a drug dealer. I wasn't good at the drugs, so I went to the rapping. And so that's what, we got Angie, guys. Let's see what Angie got to say. You and one other are in the screen. Hold on, okay, Angie. Let me get this off the screen and we could talk. 1 second, dear. Yeah, but that Valerie that I just showed, she's doing big things, guys. 1 second. 1 second. All right, Angie, let me get all this stuff off the screen so it can be me and you. Screen your process. You guys have the patience of a saint. That's why I like y'all a lot. Where should me and Angie meet? Angie, let's meet on the beach. What's up, Angie?
How you, Mal?
Thank God for life.
Yeah, breathing. One more day.
Tell us Tell us what's Angie is this? Is we know this is couple Angie's on the platform.
I come down to Kensington and bring blessing bags
Okay.
and all kinds of goodies.
Now I
I
know who
usually
you're
rock
talking
a
about,
green
Alma.
mohawk. I'm covered in tattoos and piercings.
Are you the one who's supposed to take something to the recovery house for Kathleen?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
all
I'm
right.
hopefully gonna go see her tomorrow.
Hey, welcome to the stage. This is your first time up here. You got to introduce yourself. I know you're in the chat, mingling, but introduce yourself to the world. Tell us about you.
Well, I'm 41. I was a heroin addict by the time I was 15. I ran away from home, hitchhiked to Arizona with truck drivers. Was a wild child. I lived with hippies and didn't get ghettofied till I moved back home. I live in Reading now. I'm not that far away. I'm actually curious why you guys don't have some of the programs we have. I feel like we handed you our problem. Like Reading got cleaned up nice. Like there are no longer prostitutes jumping on your car. There are no longer people, what you need. But they all came down to you now. Every time me and my husband come down, we run into a couple people. They're like, yeah, we're from Reading. Yeah, we hate it up there. But like here, if you OD, we have a warm handoff program. If you end up in the hospital, they hook you up with a recovering addict instead of just sending you back into the world to at least kind of talk to you. Or if you choose not to go, the Council for Chemical Abuse will show up at your house the next day with free Narcan and 2 police officers. This is kind of a bittersweet month. I have 1 year clean on the 19th of this month. I should have 20 years clean on April 5th. So people, places, and things.
Damn. Oh
I
my
threw
God.
away 19 years. And the person I threw it away with, who was one of my best friends, was found dead by his mom on her birthday on June 1st. My goddaughter's still out running. Her arm's terrible. It's eating away, but she's 25. She's grown. I made sure she's got shoes on her feet and a coat on her back. And I'm not gonna, not gonna let her dry cold. I have a 12-year-old daughter, so I can't have her in my house. It's just a shame. I actually have her mom coming home from Georgia. Try and see if we can't get her into the hospital at the end of the month. I got my feet in a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I do hair, so I'm friends with everybody.
Yeah, I'm just listening, getting to know you better because I know you do message me, and sometimes I don't get back to you on time because sometimes, I be having my own little personal things I be going through sometimes, it's not personal.
Yeah. Mal, I got ADHD, so I usually have to take notes and everything else and forget it by the time I'm done. So it's what it is, and I'm just grateful. Every day I find a reason for gratitude. Too many people have no gratitude. Like my daughter's 12. When she looks at me and she goes, "I'm hungry. We have no food." Like there's food all over my house, everything you could imagine. And I know what it's like to dig through dumpsters. I know what it's like to be hungry. And gratitude is something special that has to be learned but can't necessarily be taught.
Facts. Well, Angie, I'm taken back by your story because you are such an inspiration. When I hear stories like yours, it makes me want to know more about the individual. You.
Well, my
How do
my first interaction with Kensington, I was in renewal centers in Quakertown when I was 15, which was a rehab. Children and youth had custody of me, which is like DHS down there, I guess. So I got bounced around in placement and stuff if I wasn't running. And a girl, Karen Barry, she was my roommate, and she went home on a home visit. She brought heroin back, and me and her got high in rehab. We got caught. We got piss tested. We both failed, but they couldn't do anything with me. I was a ward of the state, you know. They were just going to end up bouncing me somewhere else. So we both got to stay. Well, these people thought it was a good idea to let her go on a home visit 2 weeks later, yet she didn't come back. She OD'd on her home pass, and I was the first person they told because I had to pack up her belongings for her mother. They took a whole rehab of adolescent substance, whatever, drug addicts by the van full down to Kensington. And Kensington was still kind of nice. I mean, the church was gorgeous where her funeral was. Beautiful service. One of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen. But that kind of, you know, got my heart into Kensington to start with.
Is it true that if you once you get exposed to Kensington, you start going there, it's like you never stop going back there, you just get addicted to going there? Is it true?
No, Philly in general. I mean, if you grew up in this area, we're blessed to have Philly. Like, I don't understand why there isn't more money for stuff. With the amount of money that me and my friends have spent on concerts, sporting events, South Street shopping, cheesesteaks alone. Because I
I'm
mean,
talking about the
I
black hole.
remember you know
I'm
the
talking
singer
about,
Pink.
yeah, I
She's
love
from
Pink.
Doylestown. She's from
Yeah.
Doylestown. I remember her. She was a skate rat. She was a punk skate rat at oh, what was it? Oh, not Love Park. Cheapskates. At Cheapskates. She was a skate rat. There is so much in the city that just it's not there anymore. Right down to the electric factory's gone. I have so many good memories.
Yeah, I was talking about Kensington, to be exact. People go to the black hole and they just get stuck there. Even if they leave, that place just draws them back to go back there. And I don't care. Some people say,
Now, I don't know how. Like, I can't wait to get out of there when we go down. Like, I feel comfortable, but by the time it's getting dark, oh yeah, we better be on our way out. Like,
right, it's not getting
you know,
scary
like
out there.
I'm not scared of much, but I'm also not invincible. So,
You're smart. You know, it's about being smart. You got to be street smart to know when to pack
like
up.
I've said before, I was raised by the streets, but at the same time, Arizona gets really hot and the library's free, and I like to read, so I got to be both kinds of smart. I skipped
Beautiful.
my
That's
whole
it.
10th grade year and graduated on time with my class, even though I ran away from home for a whole year.
What was your childhood like? You grew up both of your parents?
I never met my dad. My mom was an alcoholic. She used to wake up and put biker speed in her coffee. Like, she was a hippie. She went to Woodstock and all that. So I always grew up with awesome music around and stuff, and lots of art and lots of bikers and lots of, I don't know. We were good white trash, I guess you could say. Complete down to the matching mullets of the 80s. Me and my mom had matching mullets when I was a little kid. And I think that's why I'm a hairdresser now, because it scarred me for life.
So
No
when you
mullet.
say growing up, you felt love, or were you like,
I didn't know that growing up I wasn't like everybody else, because you don't know. I'm an only child. If you don't see other people's lives, it wasn't until I met my husband, and we've been married for, it'll be 16 years this June. We've been together for 19 years, and he's known me since I was 10. We went to high school together. So there's no secrets between us. When I got to see how his family interacted and didn't yell over each other and listen to each other and responded with compassion, like, I just got my hoodie. Thank you very much. I love it. I ordered the There's No Tough in Love hoodie
Oh,
because I
like
was a
this.
member of the
Oh,
Tough.
awesome.
My whole this all got kicked off when I was 12. They decided it was a good idea to take me to the Tough Turf program at BCYC, which is our detention center, and take me to the Tough Turf program. Yeah, it's basically like that Scared Straight program. Take a 12-year-old little girl and put her in with some gangbangers and some thugs, make me,
Right.
scrub a toothbrush with or scrub the toilet with my toothbrush. I had such a big mouth. I did so many push-ups that I ended up my arms gave out and I ended up cracking my front tooth. This big guy Kenny, I still remember it, like came in screaming at us and he kicked the big tables out of the way, and that was kind of what the 90s were like.
Have you experienced like any serious trauma in your life?
Oh, I suffer from severe PTSD.
Where that
I
come
don't
from?
go the 12-step route. I have a psychiatrist and he's here from Ireland. Like he moved here 13 years ago from Ireland. He's my age, so he has a different perspective on the world and he has such a thick accent. I actually have to listen to him speak. So it makes me kind of get what he's saying to me and not, go off into Angie land.
Where your PTSD come from?
Keep in mind, I lived a lot. Like I'm 41. I have like 60 years worth of stories. I was raped twice. The first time I was at a party. I was 15, couldn't move. And then I was yanked off the street when I was homeless when I was like 19 and taken up to the end of 9th Street and raped at gunpoint and thrown over a cliff. Like, by all rationales, I should be dead. So there has to be a reason for me being here. Because, like, I've tried to kill myself 5 times. And usually I'm kind of shy. And well, not really shy, not with people I know, but I wouldn't speak up. But I just actually went on my Facebook account last night, and a really good friend of mine, her husband apparently either committed suicide or OD. I'm pretty sure it was a suicide thing, and with 2 days ago. So just if everybody could put their prayers out for, I'm just gonna say Jamie. She was one of my best friends, and she was doing good. She moved down to Delaware. Everybody begged me to come home from Arizona, and then everybody moved away. But it's still very real, and I get to kind of straddle both worlds because I do hair. I can talk to anybody.
Yeah,
I can sit down and chill in the park. I can break bread with anybody.
So you have a power. Have you acknowledged the power that you have?
Yeah, and then I forgot about it, and then I relapsed. I became
What triggered you?
complacent. COVID took out. Okay, I'm an only child. I had one grandmother, one aunt. COVID took out my grandmother 2020, and then 6 months later, my aunt died of breast cancer. So it's just me and the mother that I don't speak to left. And after my grandmother died, they thought it was great to tell me, oh, yeah, hey, guess what? I have a sister somewhere in Chester County that's 6 months older than me, a half sister. I didn't know that.
You're a
So,
warrior.
yeah, I spend hours just staring at my phone until words don't look right, trying to find people. And my house, I don't know how you collected stuff. My house looks like Goodwill. If I'm not doing laundry, like I've got everything marked off with tape for like boys and girls and
Oh, that's sweet.
tents and different. I don't know where you kept everything. My attic and my basement are full.
Everything must go.
Everybody, well, I live across the street. If I went out on my roof right now, I could take a picture of the Goodwill down on Lancaster Avenue. So I just tell everybody to drop their stuff off at my house and I go through it. And if it can be used or upcycled, I upcycle it. And if not, I'll take it over and drop it off.
That's wonderful.
And
And we're
yep.
definitely gonna link up now that I'm now that we're talking and I'm getting the vibe with you.
Yep.
I
And
feel a
all my friends are
connection.
hairdressers. They're all cool like me. And unfortunately, most of them have been touched by addiction, if not them,
Mm.
their mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters. Like when people drive around filming these people, calling them zombies, they're not zombies. That's somebody's brother, sister, mother, father, son, daughter. I mean, I, I can't, certain things, like, I stand
That's
up for
why,
those that can't stand up for themselves until they
yeah,
can do it for themselves. And hopefully, if I change one person's life and they pay it forward when they're like old like me, then it was worth it.
that's why awareness is so important because we have to speak up no matter how uncomfortable the topic is, it still have to be addressed.
That's why I don't like that they took away like monetizing Facebook or monetizing YouTube videos and stuff because awareness is key.
Yeah, they don't
Number
give us
one,
nothing, yo. For us doing that, they demonetize our videos because they say we glorifying drugs, but yet people glorifying nonsense and they
no, it's awareness. They don't want people to see. They don't
fact.
want
Yep.
people to know. I
Yep.
mean, it took forever and it took me getting into an ear of a friend of mine till anybody even started throwing stuff on the news. And I'm wondering
Hmm.
if,
Right.
that was all known and well
Right.
because, I don't bow down to any, if I got something to say, I say it and that's my weakness. I have no filter, but that's
Well,
why
we gotta
people love me.
control. We once we mature, once we all mature, we have to control our mouth and control
Yeah, I can
our
I
yeah.
I look good in a pantsuit and I can speak well, but I also like to be able to relax and them four-letter words, man. We had a cuss jar and I had to borrow from it to pay my mortgage.
Hey, that's what you grew up around. It was your surroundings that has an
Yeah,
impact on people, you know?
I have my husband's he's book smart. He's not street smart at all. He never did drugs. He didn't smoke his first cigarette till he was in a band playing shows in a bar, 21, didn't smoke weed
Awesome.
for the first time till he was 18. Like,
Man.
we're yin and yang. Like, I'm
Jason
hyper and he's laid back.
Jack
So,
Jacqueline said you are not trash because you call yourself trash. She said you are not trash.
oh, I just I wear like a badge of honor because people a lot of times don't like what I went through might have been really crappy, but I wouldn't be the person sitting before you if I hadn't. And I wouldn't, you know what? A lot of it was really bad, but I wouldn't change a thing because I honestly believe that I became the good person I am because of all the bad things
A
and
lot of
because of the
trauma.
things I've seen and
You
done.
experience a lot of and it's always the case like that, people who have been hurt or have experienced the worst things in life end up, having the nicest, cleanest heart for other people who are going through it because they can relate.
Well, the hardest part for me is it never ended. My friends are still dying now faster than ever. Like, I, I just got a dream catcher tattoo on my elbow and I have 5 feathers and they're all people that I've lost just since fentanyl came out.
Yeah, yep. It's a game changer and it's taking in so many people's lives and it's just
It's
getting
yeah,
worse and worse.
there was no fentanyl when I was a heroin addict, just brown dope, just powder. Like,
Right.
so,
And
and then people were still dying,
so imagine
and
now that it's even potent,
oh, and
more
my
potent.
goddaughter, her arm, you can see the tendon in it. Like,
That's the power of addiction. Makes people still use even when they you can see in their skin they still using because you know how it goes.
mm-hmm. And she
So
knows at any time she can call me and I'll come get her and take her to the hospital, sit with her, get her whatever she needs. But she's grown. Aside from that, I can't do anything but be here.
it's that withdrawal just keeps people terrified of going to those hospitals. The withdrawal Nobody want to feel that withdrawal. That's the thing. And
We
people,
have so many places here, though. Like we have Sam, we have Task. Like Philly should start. See, I think it's funny because I got sent to Kennett Square. That was my last rehab that got me clean. They ship us down like towards Philly. So why don't they send some of the people from Philly? Like we got the Karen Foundation up here, which is really great. And a lot of them offer scholarships now. You just have to know where and how to get them. Like,
yeah, those scholarships are another thing too, because people get them, they get there, and then they leave, and then those people keep all that money because those
yep.
scholarships are a lot of money.
And you
So it's
can't
it's
abuse
tough.
it. Like a lot of people abuse it. They only give you so many chances.
Yep. That's a situation I had with one of my friends. She had a good opportunity. She had $100,000 scholarship, and she threw it away. And those people they take that money.
Oh, they keep it. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. I am 8 out of a couple of the 13 rehabs. A lot of them I didn't want to be there. I was just a kid, and they sent me to my first rehab, which was the Karen Foundation when I was 12 for smoking weed, which I was getting out of my mom's closet. So I then hooked up with a whole bunch of other people that taught me a whole lot of other different stuff to do. And me and my mom fought to the point where the cops were always at my house. I had run away by 15, so this all happened prior to 15, and I was clean by 21. So I
So
kind of had
Miss,
time to go to school and still get a career and get a house, a husband,
mhm.
and I lost it all almost because when I relapsed, I OD'd. Um, we rescue pit bulls too. That's another thing. My dog actually went off. Like
Mhm.
she cries when you cut her nails. She went off, and my husband came running back, and he didn't know I had relapsed, and he saved my life. And that's something else. If you're gonna save somebody's life, you can't hate them for it after.
Mhm. Miss R said, "It's not just the withdrawal; it's how empty you feel when you are completely sober, standing in the mess of your life." Because you know
Yeah,
how a lot of people say. Go ahead.
I'm a cutter. I cut myself. I self-harm to make everything stop. I feel things on like an empathetic level that almost isn't normal. And people like me, that's why I hate when people talk down on people that are telling their story, because people like me already hate themselves regardless. Like you can be the best person in the world, but you're always going to have that self-doubt. And it was beat into me as a kid. You're worth, I mean, my mom looked at me at 7 years old and told me she didn't believe in abortion until she had me, and all kinds of nasty stuff. And I now have a 12-year-old daughter. I can't imagine ever saying any of those things. But me and my daughter are very close. We're very open. She tells me pretty much everything. And
Yes.
the kids are all welcome at my house whenever, because it's a safe space. And at least then I can keep I can be a helicopter without being a helicopter parent.
So what do you do for work now?
I'm disabled because I have a hernia that I've had 3 surgeries on, and I can't have pain medicine. Because I was a heroin addict. Like I need a special pain management doctor after I have surgery, and then I got sent home on Dilaudid last time, and I hallucinated. I made my husband get rid of it, and I went and got me some special brownies instead. Um, I'm 5'4", 110 pounds soaking wet, but I've got a very, very, very loud voice, and if I want to be heard, I'm heard. But aside from that, I'm that person that roots for the underdog.
Right.
And then I'm usually the one that gets their hand bit on the way out.
Hey, heavy is the head that wears the crown, right?
Hey, I think we keep kind of living life over and over until we get it right. And well, I didn't get this one right, so I might as well make everybody else's life pretty good.
Mary Packer
It makes me
said,
feel good, like watching videos and seeing somebody wear a coat that I know that I took down there and gave to them, or seeing somebody in a tent. Like you saw, took everybody near Hope Park and they chased them back behind down on the train tracks again.
yeah, they cleaning Kensington up every day. I go down there, they cleaning that place up.
Yeah.
You'll see an encampment one day where it looks like chaos, and then you come back there, it'll be all
Yeah,
gone.
nothing like playing hide and seek in the rain with the homeless. Oh my goodness. The last time the cops don't seem to bother the drug dealers on the street, but they like to give me a hard time
What
when
you
I'm just
mean?
we rented a Penske a van last time because we couldn't fit everything in the car. Got a new car after we hit the deer. And the cops circled Hope Park, 3 different cop cars, probably 5 times while I was handing stuff out, because if my goddaughter doesn't help, I'll take one of the females, invite them to help me, and then they get first pick and they get in the van with me. And then my husband kind of stands outside. He's, kind of a big dude, and he kind of just watches out, make sure, but yeah, they always like hassle me, and we're not double parked. I mean, yeah, we're calling through a hole cut in the fence, but I didn't put the hole there. I'm taking people firewood. I'm taking people food. I'm doing your job. Not your job, but the city's job. I already pay taxes. And I still do like my friend's hair. I still do body waxing. I
You
do a
went to
lot of
school for
art.
that? You went to school for doing hair?
Yeah, I
Empire
have my
Beauty School?
license. I have my teacher's license, actually.
So we have to talk to Miss Betty so that way you can go to the woman recovery house and you can probably do some hair over there. I'm sure
Well,
those
I
ladies
had
will be
mentioned
appreciative.
something to Kathleen.
Mhm.
I'm actually starting a nonprofit with all my girlfriends around here that own salons. And I'm trying to hook up with Savage Sisters and hopefully be able to come down with like 12 of my friends and do like haircuts in the park. Cause like we do that around here. We go to Opportunity House.
Sweet.
We do free haircuts for kids going back to school because everybody wants to look
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, right.
Everybody in Reading, 75% of the people where I live are below poverty level. Like, I own my house. I have a small house, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. I love where I live. The housing projects are 2 blocks over. The houses are nicer than my house. The housing projects here are nice. Like it's so much different now than it was in the 90s. And I remember Kensington going and getting a tattoo on on the app, like, and I don't even think that place is there anymore.
Be our guy Brooklyn BK said you should start your own YouTube channel and do a podcast on addiction and stuff like that. You should. What you think about that?
my psychiatrist actually was trying to talk me into going back to school, and I was like, I just got done paying off student loans. I I don't I don't know that there's anybody, you know, aside from war stories and sitting around shooting the shit, you know what I mean? Like, I could answer questions for people. I could be a drug counselor, but I just can't right now. My hernia sidelines me all the time. I had mesh put in, mesh taken back out because they recalled it. And then it kind of limits everything else I do, but I take that time and use it to.
Are you losing connection? Sound like you cutting in and out on me, girl. You okay on your end? I guess Angie is having technical difficulty, guys. But yeah, Angie is a real one. Now, she messaged me on she emailed me wanting to link up, but you know how I am trying to meet people offline.
Am I still here?
I couldn't hear you for a second. I thought you was gone. I thought you got lost
I
in the
don't know.
sauce.
I got a new phone, so I'm still learning.
It's all right. Learning never stops.
Yep, learning should never stop. But yeah, there's lots of stuff like I've pretty much seen and heard it all.
Thank you, Mark. Mark said he gotta go. Thank you for your time. Appreciate Mark always for showing love. Enjoy the rest of your day, buddy. Be safe wherever you're going.
Bye, Mark.
Yeah, Mark is a team player. Miss
I know.
Austin,
I
Angie
like.
is working on sobriety beautifully.
Mal, when I tell you, I checked out every channel when I first started looking for my goddaughter, and I only watch one channel, and it's your channel. And it's because you come from the heart. You don't come with an attitude. You don't come with.
I'm being myself. I'm a humble
Yeah,
person.
you're not. Yeah, you don't. You can tell though
I
that
just
you're
speak
not
up when
coming.
people try to
You're
take
not coming to
advantage
make
of
a
me,
dollar. You're coming to help. And like when you get sad, it breaks my heart. You can hear it in your voice.
Because it affects me too, because I'm trying to help myself with these videos and this documentary is to help me also too, because I've been in that in the shoes. I'm still in that shoes, having to deal with the system, the past, how it affects your future, your present, everything. I'm still dealing with that every day, and it's a nightmare. And I just want people to stop, to give people more chances.
Well, let me give you a story. This guy I grew up with, I dated him in high school. His name is Dave. He sold weed, all that. He went to jail for 12 years for manslaughter, got out, moved to New Jersey, and now has a very, very successful 6-figure a year job, basically doing what we did as kids, just legally.
Right. Everybody got
And
their
it's
gift.
amazing. He's clean, he's sober. Please nobody take offense to this. I picked the right hood rats to hang out with back in the day because they all turned out, the ones that are still alive, to be the most awesome people and friends that I've ever had in my life. And they come to my rescue. If I need, my friend Jay came to help me in Kensington when everybody else bailed on me. I called him 5:30 in the morning. He was here with 50 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh, that's great. That's what we need. We have to move as a team because we're all on the same mission. I heard what the lady said from Sarah's sister. She just want people to, give people who have been in addiction or have struggled with drugs a chance. We are human beings. We just made mistakes in life, and some of us wish we can go back and undo those mistakes so our life can be where we wanted to be. But the system just, it's like tattoo on us, that record.
Yep. It'll follow you forever. But I look at it this way: if you're always looking over your shoulder at the past, you can't move forward.
Facts.
So, like with my daughter, every day's new. We start every day brand new. My mom, by the time I was 15, when I ran away from home, I was grounded till I was 18. Like I had accumulated so much time, I wasn't getting out. So that's when you start giving the finger and running out the door. Like what? I was grown. I had to raise myself. Like I just let my 12-year-old daughter start crossing the big highway, like the big street outside.
I just feel bad for our brothers and sisters who are at a standstill right now in life. They don't have a job. Even if they have a job, they hate their job. They're just doing it because they need to make ends meet. people who also have a job, but they have medical problems. They can't work like they want to work. I feel sorry for, our brothers and sisters who made mistakes when they was younger and they got sent away for a long time. Why, so many
But this
things.
is where we get to change it now, because I know you haven't told nobody how old you are, but I think you're kind of close to my age because you be talking about mixtapes and stuff. I'm gonna say you're probably. I originally thought you were like 28, but I'm gonna say you're probably like 32, 35 in that area.
You can
That's
guess
my
what?
guess.
I'm whatever age you want me to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My goal is just to get the message out there about us who have been involved with drugs. And my main key is the drugs, because that will ruin a lot of people's lives, broke up families. It has damaged America. It had damaged so many other countries, drugs. And it has to be focused on and talked about a lot and amplified all around so kids
And
won't fall into that.
they don't
that hole.
even talk about it in school anymore.
Nope.
My
Exactly.
daughter doesn't get that education. She gets that education here, but she doesn't get that education at school. They don't have the DARE program. They don't have. We had SODA, which was Students Opposed Drug and Alcohol at the school I went to. We got to go to Dorney Park at the end of the year.
Miss R said now it's 37. Miss R, I'll be whatever age you want me to be. I'm grown. Yeah, but
See,
we're all on the same mission together, and we have to, stay focused on the mission, on the assignment. We have to work together and not against each other, because I notice a lot of these addiction communities, like they're against each other. We're not working together, because if we all come together, imagine how
people are your
we
best
have.
resource. All I had to do was put out on Facebook that I was going
Yeah.
down to Kensington, and people don't know it, but I have a Ring doorbell camera at my front door and my back door. So people will sneak stuff on my porch and not know, but I can see who's doing it. And like, people brought brand new blankets, tents, kicked down all kinds of stuff. Like, we also have Goodwills here that are 75 cents a pound for goods. We call them bin bags. Oh, I sent you a present too, Mal. It never got cold. There's something for you to put in your goodie bags too for the family.
Oh, that's
for the
so
blessing
sweet of
bag.
you. So what when you look at the world today, Angie, what type of change would you like to see happen?
I want everybody just to realize that these are your brothers and your sisters, and almost to bring back the hippie love, like with without all the free sex and all the things that led to the heroin epidemic eventually. Like, the original idea, was great. I lived on a hippie commune out in Arizona in Tanca Verde, and we all did our part, and everybody ate. I mean, I was only 15, but everybody drank. Everybody had cigarette. I mean, we all did our part, whether it was flying a sign. I did hair wraps. I would do hair wraps in the park. $1 an inch. And in the 90s, that equaled out to good money. Everybody had their own thing. Around here, people don't seem to have a hustle. Like, I can't sit idly around, or I start getting in my head. Hence all the art projects and the dream catchers. And I'm always doing 20 things at once.
Miss R asked me a question, so I just want to look at it real quick and see if I can reply. She said, Mal, I've been meaning to ask you, are you ready for benefactor? I will be there. Is someone ready to donate a car? I don't know, Miss R. I see stuff like that all the time, and I wish I don't know where these guys get the money from. Angie, have you ever seen those YouTubers that go around giving away people money, giving away
Yeah, like
people?
my daughter follows them, like Mr. Beast and like all them.
Where do they get the money from to do all this? I want to be blessing people like that, but how
They
is that
just
possible?
they get so many views, and they just started it, and kept flipping their money and flipping their money and flipping their money. Like how I started to be able to kick down and give back, I played misplay games. I got a $25 Amazon gift card. I turned that into patches, which I then turned into backpacks and sewing, which I then sold, and I flipped it. I did with my art what I used to do with drugs, only legally. And I was able to clothe, feed, and help various people out. And I've never been threatened. Everybody's always been kind to me. I'm a little rough around the edges. I'm not gonna lie. I might be treated different if I looked a little different, but
So hold on, let me ask you this question real quick. So you think you get judged on your appearance? You think people are intimidated by the way you look? Because you say you look like a rocker. You think will you say that?
oh no, I think people just know when they see me, I'm definitely not a cop. Like they just see me coming and they know, oh yeah. I'm like a pippy. Like I'm kind of punk, kind of hippie. I sent you that song, Angel Sun by Seven Dust. I was lucky enough to get to meet the lead singer because he sang that song when they toured with Nonpoint, and he came off his bus because he made me cry and he hugged me. Blessings go around. You do good and good comes back. And
Okay,
I don't
look,
care. I have a daughter, I have a husband, and that concert was the best night of my life.
That's good. That's a good memory you can remember. Check this out, right? Alex said, I try to go cold turkey in last 2 days and fail today. I can't believe I'm saying this live. It's a sign to go to detox/rehab. What will you say to Alex?
Wherever you are, there's resources. You just got to reach out. Like here, our local program Task, when I was ready, I went down and I was sick. They sent a van to come get me from the rehab, took me down to detox. I was on methadone maintenance, I was in detox for 3 weeks before I could even go to rehab. Then I was in the rehab for 90 days, then the halfway house. There is no easy way to cold turkey it. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I knew how to like dose myself down, but I always went back to it. Like, especially with what they're putting in the so-called dope these days, like that Trank, my niece, she breeds and raises and shows horses. One of those little vials of xylazine is $40, and she showed me where you can order it. You don't even need a prescription. You don't need a vet, nothing. Because she gets it. It puts her horses in twilight sleep when the farrier comes to do their shoes.
Yeah, and that's what it's for animals, horses,
And they're
elephants,
giving,
all those things.
they're giving people almost as much as they're giving 2,000-pound animals.
But let me add something to Alex real quick. Alex, I will not recommend for you to do cold turkey because you can die from that. People have
Yeah,
gone home to
seizures.
detox and die also at home detoxing. It will be great for you to do it at with professionals, people who can monitor you.
They cannot turn you away if you go to a hospital and you are going through withdrawal. They will at least give you benzos and stuff to make sure that you do not have seizures. Certain places will give you Suboxone, certain places will give you methadone, certain places won't. Depending on what
Well,
you're coming off of, you need to look into that ahead of time.
because you definitely don't want to be going cold turkey on stuff like fentanyl because you could die from that.
People are dying in detox because they don't
Yep.
know yet how to pull them off of the xylazine.
Mm-hmm.
My goddaughter, she has to use every 3 hours or she gets deadly sick, way sicker than I ever got.
And imagine when nitazine comes in the mix, how the withdrawal is going to be on that one. That's going to
No, because they're already killing us. When I was coming up, the drug dealers wanted clientele. They weren't trying to kill people. This is getting out of control. Like
BK Brooklyn said, I love when the community gets involved when helping people in addiction, and I appreciate it, but I also know that a person in addiction must first need to want the help and learn love themselves again. Absolutely. BK, that's a great point. You have to want it yourself, else it's not going to work.
Yep. That's why I don't push my goddaughter into it, because I was pushed into 12 rehabs before the 13th that I chose to go to. And the 12 before that didn't do anything because I didn't want it. You have to want it because it's not easy. But
Yeah,
once you
right.
get it, it is so worth it.
Amen to that.
And things come back slowly. You didn't screw up over one day, so it don't come back over one day. Drug addicts are instant gratification people. We want it now. We want more. We want it now. And it doesn't work like that.
Hey, Rocky Road. I haven't heard from Caitlin yet. So, Rocky Road, be prepared tomorrow just in case if Caitlin doesn't show up. Be prepared to take her place. I know you're not prepared because it's a link I have to send to you and all that stuff for you to, check out your camera and your audio. But we'll see how it goes. But you're next, all right, Rocky Road? This Sunday is Caitlin. After Caitlin, it's you. So be ready. I know you're gonna educate us on a lot of things. Yeah. So Angie, it's really cool chopping it up with you. You have so much to share. I love that.
Hopefully, eventually, it'll be a book.
Right. Yeah. You should. Why not?
Yeah.
Put it in a book. I'll read your book, and the
Well,
AML
that
family will support you.
James Fry wrote a book called A Million Little Pieces, was on Oprah's book club and everything. I read it when it first came out, loved it. He made up most of that stuff. I actually lived it.
Yeah, Miss.
So
I'm not quite sure about that stuff you're talking. I don't really know too much about it, but if somebody want to donate a car, hey, we'll be grateful for it.
Mal,
Whatever. Huh?
honestly, Mal, when I saw that you had to give up your car to get out of Kensington, I was like, oh man, we got to start like a GoFundMe or something for him, because of
I had
all
to
the
make
people, all you do is
the
give back, man. Like,
I was paying card note, and that thing was expensive. I had to pay hey, there goes again to the same thing I talk about. You being young and dumb, and messing up your credit at your earlier age in life. Now, when you get older, now you want to, get certain things. You mess a lot of things up. So now, I had to go get a car. My due to my credit not being good, I had to get a cosigner. Then I have to put a certain amount of money down, and then I didn't have a good job at the time. My hours got cut, and then my car note, insurance, gas, all those things, it was too much. And then you buy these cars, you lease these cars for like $20,000, $30,000 cars, and you paying all this money every month, and you don't even get to keep that car because you can't keep up with it, and they take it. And then all that money you spent it didn't even touch paying the car. You were just paying all insurance. Isn't that crazy?
yeah, we went through it all. There's a learning curve to life, and we weren't taught that. We had a bankruptcy in 2008 when the housing market crashed, because we seemed to do everything at the wrong time. Like, we had bought our house like right before everything. My husband got laid off of work when I had a 6-week-old baby. Like, things didn't fall in, but we worked our way through that. After 10 years, that goes away. And now I have a credit score in the 800s. Like,
look at that. Look at you, girl. Can you be my co-signer?
I'm my husband's co-signer, so, and I don't
what's
have a
up.
job. He's the one with the job. That's the ridiculous part of it.
Hey,
I
you
just
help
I
each
could
other.
live out of a backpack. I don't need things. I'm not a thing person. All you take with you when you die is your tattoos and your memories. So you might as well make them good ones.
Right. That's facts.
And that's how I live my life.
So what has life taught you? Everything that you have been through in life, what has it taught you?
What has it taught me? It's taught me that life, there's nothing fair, there's nothing guaranteed, but it is what you make it. Like, I was told, all the time. If you try half as hard at something as you do at getting these drugs, you can be you'll be famous. You'll be and it's true. Half as hard as I tried to get high, I built my book when I was still working at Trends in the salon. It just all takes time.
Right. Trust
And
the
it takes work.
process. Trust the process, right? Don't
Yep.
be lazy. Don't be lazy neither, because a lot of people, they just want a handout instead of working, helping themselves. They just want a handout, and they are lazy, and they want
Yeah,
other people to do all the work for
unfortunately,
them.
people's bottoms can either be like Alice all the way down the well, or you're dead. Like jails, institutions, and death. They mean that.
Miss R said,
And
"What a call help." Miss R, I said Miss Call. Miss R, yes, a call definitely would help 1,000,000,000 times. Yeah, a call will cut everything down, time down, because it takes me like 2 hours to go to Kensington. Got to catch the train and take another train. Well, not 2 hours, like an hour and a half. Then going to the post office, that's a nightmare, because if I get a lot of boxes and I got to get an Uber, or if I don't, some friends will say, "Yeah, I'll take you." Then when they get there, they'll say, "Oh, that's too much. I'm not taking you." Or I gotta go somewhere. People will let you down. So I just depend on myself. I get Ubers. I get the luxury.
Mal, I promise never to let you down, okay? Because I get let down all the time.
I mean, I'm
And
used
I
to it.
hate
I've
it.
been getting let down my whole life. So that's why I'm a
Yeah,
loner.
but that's not
I'm
the
a
way the
loner.
world's supposed to work. You got to have faith that there's better out there, because that's not the way it's supposed to be, and we need to make it a better place.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, Miss Car would definitely be a game changer. It will be the AML family car. We can go to the post office. We can take as many, and it'll be like a minivan. I don't want no fancy. I want like a soccer mom car. Nothing fancy, just enough room to put things in to take people to get here, to take people out of Kensington. Because sometimes I want to take people out of Kensington, put them in a different environment. Because that place is so toxic, right, Angie? That place in
Oh,
Kensington is really toxic.
it's toxic, but at the same time, like a person like me, because of the way I was raised, I'm more comfortable sitting in Hope Park,
Yeah,
powwow and
exactly.
talking to people, that are
It's just
doing
dangerous.
whatever they're
That's all.
doing, than
It's just
sitting in like a
dangerous.
fancy restaurant with nice dressed like
Right. But
my
you gotta
comfort
be
zone's
able,
different.
but you have to be able to do both, to be a chameleon, to blend in the hood and also blend in a corporate environment. You got the skills, girl. You're
I'm a
multitasker.
hairdresser.
Right.
I'm
You gotta
very
be able
good
to
at
blend
that.
in. Right. But
And I
yeah,
can
Miss
talk to
R.
anybody.
Exactly.
And I
Yeah,
have
Miss-
unconditional love for everybody, because, well, it doesn't come with conditions. It's not my job to judge. It's nobody's job to judge, except for, big man.
Yeah, Miss R. That would
Big
be
one, whatever.
that would be sweet, but you know how it goes. Everybody got, I'm like, we have 100,000 people. If everybody could donate $1, now would be better off in life.
Oh my
But
God,
I know that
you could.
I'm just playing, guys. God make a way for me at the end of the day. Everything I do is in God's hands. Some days I don't have nothing, nothing, no money. Some days I'm messed up too, but God make a way for me always. I could be broke today and tomorrow I have $50. That's just how my life been all my life. I put everything in God's hands. But at the same time, I don't just be lazy. I work also, and I get blessed.
Hey, if my youngest niece could get a hoopty for $800 that gets her back and forth,
Yeah, you
we
don't
should
want
be able
nothing
to
that
find
you
something for you.
yeah, but you don't want nothing that's gonna cost you money all the time to be fixing. I have problems like that, trying to cheat the system, get a cheaper car, and all that did was cost me more money in fixing. So that's why I went to, get it.
Oh, see, here, if you buy a car, you have
Mhm.
7 days. You have 7 days to take it to your mechanic, and then take it back because they tried to get us at Misano, and our car, the rocker panel was cracked, the engine, like all kinds of problems, but they didn't expect me to take it to my mechanic. So they had to give me a brand new engine and stuff.
And you have to be careful too of buying cars on Facebook, because a lot of people are getting scammed and buying cars on Facebook, Craigslist, online, because a lot of people steal people's cars and they put it on those marketplaces and try to resell it. So it's a crazy world we living in now, you know? It's like it's hard to trust people now. But yeah, be careful buying cars online, guys. There's so many scammers out there. There's we call charity, restore cars, boys ranch started. Yeah, Mary Packer, you definitely have some good resources you be telling me about. What's that? What's that noise?
I'm next door. What does it say?
When you gonna be visiting Kensington, Angie? When your next visit?
Oh,
Yeah, Mary said a month.
I'm not 100% sure where I'm going. Where's Myra's?
Myra, I'm not gonna say that online. I'll see
Okay, sorry.
we'll talk
Yeah,
about
I
that
looked it up.
offline.
I looked it up and I had the wrong address because I texted Kathleen, so she
We
got
have
me
to-
the right address. So
Yeah, we have to
I
talk
gotta
to Miss
re-Google
Betty.
map it.
And we have to talk to Miss Betty, the lady that owns it, so she'll know of you and you guys can talk and you'll tell her your intention because it's a
Yeah,
safe
yeah.
you know?
I can even pass a urine test.
Nah, Miss Betty is cool. She's a nice lady. I'm guarantee you. Mary said the sober house ladies will no doubt love a hairdo day with Angie. Yeah, they will.
I'll bring. Like I said, I've been waiting for my friends to be old enough that we actually are in control of some stuff now. And actually got something. Like most of my friends have salons, and yeah, they're all excited. I'm trying to put something together for this summer to come down.
Oh,
So
summer is gonna be lit. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of big things this summer. You know, for our
yeah,
brothers and sisters.
I've already got 12 girls willing to come down, do some hair, some nails. I want to talk to whoever does the showers in case I need to bring lice treatments.
Hey, that day you doing that, let's link up. I want to document that whole process and get
All
you
right,
out.
it's
get
gonna
you
be
some more
it's
help.
gonna be haircuts for hope.
Okay,
'Cause
yeah,
my
I'm down with it.
nonprofit is the paperwork goes through is gonna be hairdresser or hairstylist for hope.
Beautiful. Wow, look at that. It will go through in Jesus' name. It has already gone through.
I hope so.
Believe, you got to believe, say it will. It will happen because you're doing something, you're making a difference. How can that not get approved? Making people feel good about themselves. I think that's a beautiful thing about in life to make.
See, and then somebody can donate a car and they can write it off their taxes and everybody can be happy.
And I guarantee you, once you get your we will donate a lot of stuff to you also too, Angie. We'll help you out a lot. You make a wish
Yeah.
list, we'll get stuff for
Well,
you.
like I said, people are already using my house like the Goodwill, so
Hey, that's
and
your
if
purpose
it
in
can't be
life.
used, I repurpose it. I can make it into blankets. I can
You see, that's your purpose in life is to be a light in the darkness that you have came from. You're shining light on it. That's like me too. I come from the darkness, so I have to shine light on it because it's not fair for the people who don't know about it. You gotta teach them, let them know about it.
Yeah, under no circumstances would I ever wish what I've been through on my worst enemy.
Right?
The people that have caused me the most harm in my life, the people that have caused me to have PTSD, and all the bad things, I wouldn't wish my life on anybody, but at the same time, I'm grateful
And that's what Mary said.
to still be here.
Mary said she loved the fact that you used that and you didn't let that just keep you in a prison. You came out of that prison of, trauma
Well,
and you're living your life.
I know you don't talk about Amber, but do you want to know what got me clean in the first of all, when I got clean, I didn't believe in God. This old biker, Lee, was like, Angie, your life isn't working. Start with this good, orderly direction. Just start with that. And slowly, it came. And I got to see, oh, that's the miracle they were talking. Like you see so much bad stuff, but then once you're out of the fog, you start to see the good.
Right, exactly. Because a lot of and it's not that I don't like talking about Amber. It's just that
No,
some
but somebody,
people just blew
I just want
her
to talk
up
to
too
her.
much. Yeah.
I'm sorry. The only thing that got me clean, people told me I couldn't do it. I have so many of those coins. You coin out when you leave rehab, the coins, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's always like, oh, you won't stay clean. I have worries about you. You're so young. You don't belong here, blah. Yeah, guess what? Most of them are in jail or dead, and I'm still here, and I'm going to help. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I have a purpose, and
Right. Oh, thanks, Lizzie. Thanks, Lizzie. Thanks to each and every one of you beautiful souls who want to see Mal off his 2 feet and on 4 feet. It'll happen in Jesus' name. God time is the best. I don't rush certain things because I look at life like this, right? I'm like, the reason why I'm not driving right now because there's so many bad things going on out there. Carjacking, people getting killed, car accidents. So I just believe God time is the best. I believe when it's time for me to get a car, it's gonna be His time. Well, I appreciate you guys though. You guys are awesome.
you definitely have one of the most supportive communities I've found.
Amen to that. I'm grateful.
I am too. Because there's days when I get the F. It's like I don't want to do this no more. Like, you don't think that 28 days in rehab looks like a nice vacation from like a housewife mom point of view with the teenager?
Right.
That looks like vacation to me.
Everyone is so proud of you, Angie. Like, you are a game changer. Your story is a testimony that you didn't let what came to destroy you break you.
Yeah, I didn't want to come out at first and be like, yeah, I got complacent. I relapsed after 19 years clean, and it killed my ass dead.
And that's what some people need to realize, that you could be 20 years clean. All it takes is just one bad thought or one incident or one something to just reset that whole clock again. And then some people, luckily you restarted your clock, but some people would have just said F it and just kept on going. Because that's a lot of time.
I almost lost my everything that I worked for. My husband, my house, my daughter, my friends.
So what made you decide?
I don't talk to my family, but I've made my own family, and I love them. Like, my daughter doesn't want for aunts because, like I said, I'm a hairdresser. All my friends have been around her whole life.
So is that what occupy your time now and keeps you off thinking about drugs? Is like doing hair and stuff like that? That's what keeps you busy?
Actually trying to help other people stop doing drugs is what keeps me. Like, one look at my goddaughter's arm is enough for me to be like, whoa, like,
got you.
You know what I mean? It's to be like up in it. Like, I remember, and I like knowing that, I like to be alone. I like knowing that, I can sit in my bedroom and read a book in the quiet by myself and just be comfortable.
Yep.
Like I've said to many people before, and they think it's funny, it is much easier to run a household than it is to run those damn streets.
Streets don't love you, Angie.
No.
Yeah. Your house, you pay your rent. That's where you need to be because you pay the rent.
I am 15 years into a 30-year mortgage. So you can come up from nothing. I mean, I've been homeless since I was 15, off and on. And now I'm almost, 15 years into a 30-year mortgage. It's the
And
dream.
everyone is very proud of you, Angie. Everyone is proud of how far you have come and you giving back to the community.
I'm
You're
gonna keep
making a
giving
difference.
back. For every tent that those people tear down, because this is the wrong time to do it, I'm taking 2 down.
Look at that. Look at that, guys. Everyone right now, group hug for Angie, guys. Group hug. Angie, hope you can feel that group hug, girl. You deserve it.
I do. I got goosebumps.
Yeah, you official AML family now. Certified, you've been stamped.
Cool. Yeah,
Good to, it's good to
I just want to
talk
help.
to you. Yeah,
And hopefully we can get Kensington cleaned up and then move on to Montgomery County, or
and
I've
we are
helped in
doing a good
Lancaster.
job.
What's the girl you were just talking about from Lancaster?
Lancaster. Who you talking about?
Valerie.
Yeah,
If she gets
Valerie.
clean
Mhm.
in Mountville, is the Gatehouse for Women. It's an awesome halfway house, and they get paid through the state. You don't have to pay them. Like, you can get funding for it. And it's
what we need,
outside of the
that
city. There's a
resources.
swimming pool across the street. It's like cornfields. I had to get out of the city. I had to get away from my element.
So the area you live in now is peaceful? Because everybody deserves
No,
a peaceful place.
not really anymore. I don't live on Schuylkill Ave. I don't live down in the city, as you would say. I live
I
on the
think
outskirts, I
you're
guess.
breaking up, Angie.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I live on the outskirts. I can walk to Reading in 5 minutes, but it's not bad. Not like it was.
Robin said, shout out Robin. Hey, sending hugs to you, Robin. Robin is such an awesome person. She always getting these cool t-shirts, always supporting different content creators. Robin, you're awesome, dear. Hope you're having a beautiful Saturday. And your grandkids are adorable. Angie, so would you like to add anything else there before we clock out? Because we're gonna talk more.
I'm just gonna leave it on. And see what's one of your little clever sayings?
Don't be better, be better. Your phone is
Teamwork
breaking
makes the
up.
dream work. I like that one.
Yes, together we are powerful.
Okay.
Angie, it was
Very
nice
nice.
talking to you. We'll link
Yeah, it was
up.
very nice to talk to you too.
Finally, you came up. See?
Yeah, I'm just always doing 10 things at once. Like usually I have.
Yeah. It's reception problem, I think it is.
Yeah, no, my kids didn't do it, but they're all like that.
All right, Angie,
No,
we'll stay connected.
thank you for letting me chime in there. But yeah, if
Anytime.
you ever have any questions,
Yeah, you sent me your number, so I got your phone number.
yeah, and I'm gonna email you a list of I have the actual resource paper. So if you get anybody down there from like Berks County that wants to get out and get help, you can kind of give them a phone number because they'll go get them.
Okay, that's good to know.
We've got a lot of pretty good resources here,
Awesome.
but we're a lot smaller. All of Reading into Kent, not Philadelphia proper.
Yeah, girl, I'll be praying for your nonprofit thing to go through.
Me too. My surprise. And I
Mary
made it
said,
sustainable.
Thank you, and shout out to Jacqueline shout out Jacqueline for the super chat. You're awesome, Jacqueline. Thanks to everyone who are in the chat. Thanks to everyone who were in the chat but had to leave, and thanks to everyone who's gonna watch the chat after we leave.
All right, and thank you for your surprise.
Always.
Saturday.
And yo, We'll meet one day, Angie.
Yeah, we gotta get together.
Bye, Angie.
Like I said, people are your best resource.
Absolutely. That's why I always say teamwork makes the dream work, and together we are powerful because you can't do it by yourself. It's hard. You get exhausted.
Yep. And Berks County's got your back.
All right, Angie, you enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
All right, you too, Mel.
All right, take care.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Oh, that was nice of Angie. We talked for a while and she opened up. Now I got to know a little bit about who Angie is. So guys, let's try calling Valerie back one more time because she did call me when I was on the chat. So let's see if she answer. And if you guys don't know who Valerie I'm talking about, this is her. Yo, what's up, Val? I'm live with the AML family, you know.
What's up?
Hey, how you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. I was just watching your live, the other one, and then it was on the pause where you're like, take 5 minutes, go get some water or something.
Yeah. That's the same live we on right now. So, I had to, restart my laptop. But yeah, give us a little update, girl, on you. We're going to meet up eventually, but while we're here today.
Okay, well, I got I know when I did the interview, I had got arrested January 4th. And as much as I don't like the cops or whatever, it was a blessing in disguise. I know like 5 days into my detox, they offered me Suboxone, and I just didn't want to be on that slave ship no more. I was trying to make all different choices. I was released a month later, but I took Vivitrol as a safety precaution because I respect the power behind my addiction. I know if I would have got out, I just didn't want to go down that road, but I got 2 months and 6 days clean today.
Wow.
And I just focus on my rapping and all that. So
You said 2 months and 6 days?
yes, sir.
Wow, look at that, guys. Oh my God, I'm so happy hearing that. Congratulations, girl.
Thank you.
Keep talking.
Yeah, it feels good. I'm in drug and alcohol 4 days a week. I'm in intensive IOP. But before, when I was doing drugs and stuff, I hated that kind of shit. But now, I like it. I'm in a good group. They're gonna help me get a crib and like a car and all. And then I'm just focused on like my music and stuff. I'm with my son. So my daughter, I messed up a lot with her, but she'll be 17 March 15th. But when I first came home, she didn't want to talk to me at all. And I told her, just don't block me. Like, let me be here for you, tell you I love you every day. So me and her are good. We talk and everything, but I got my son. He's with me right now running around. So yeah, I'm doing big things over here.
Wow, guys, this is a beautiful Saturday. This just gives me so much pleasure just hearing stuff like this, seeing people who was at in the devil's playground freeing themselves from the chains. Oh my God, you are a game changer, and we're here for you. We got your back, and great things is coming your way if you just trust the process.
Yeah, for sure. I know. I was happy. I know you made my day though when you listen to my music and all, because I know I said in the interview, I meant it. I didn't think I was getting out of it anytime soon, but I knew I wasn't sticking to it. I knew I was going to be. I just had to find myself out of it. But like I said, it was a blessing in disguise. I know God did that. So, but yeah, talking to you makes me feel good. And like I said, I was just watching the video and I got to my part, so I was happy you called through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We have right now. You got so many people, giving you shout outs, telling you how proud they are of you, and don't go back, girl. Like I say, you the music thing is gonna take you far.
Yeah, I know that made me happy when you said that. I posted that for everybody to see how you said that. It really made my day, so.
Because I started out wanting to be a rapper, but that didn't work. So I know when I hear somebody who got talent, and I got a good ear for music. So you have it. All you have to do is practice on how to write songs, and your first song should be about addiction, a powerful one that we're going to make a nice video about. And then who knows, we'll start your own YouTube channel and start your own thing in music, CDs, whatever it is that we can do to give you a career in what you love doing. We'll find a way to do it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I want to learn all that stuff anyway. So, and I'm even talking to people around here that want to, work with me and stuff. But I know I'm serious though too. So a lot of people, they talk, but they're not really with it. And I'm doing 100 and everything I do now. So if it ain't, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be exclusive, but I just practice every day. So.
Yeah, keep on practicing, girl. Like you said, June. You want us to drop a video in June? You said.
Yeah, June 6th, so I can watch like the numbers roll in on June 8th and just the compliments and all. My birthday's June 8th, so I want to drop it June
Wow.
6th.
So guys, me and her got a project to work on. Hopefully surviving. I told Surviving Kensington about you. He's another content creator. He does music also too. Because I really want for us to do like a album, like a whole album together. And then once we do that one album together, then I mean everybody gonna have individual choice to do their own thing, but I just want to have like an AML family album or like
No, I
each
dig it.
person.
I agree.
Yeah, that'll be lit.
Yeah. I know too, like even me, like you know, like I just really don't like the people behind the textbooks that don't understand addiction. So like I know like my cousin is still out there, and like even me talking to her, she wanted to get her head right because she knows everybody's like, well, she's not gonna stop using blah blah blah, but like she knows how hard I went. So that's why I said all she gotta do is see and talk to me because she's not trying to hear it from just somebody else, but she knows her cousin like how I went hard. Like so if I can go that hard and I can do this, then I know I can make her talk different. And the one time I talked to her, she's like, I got to get back to my son. I got to this and that. And unfortunately, I did call her again and she ain't answered, but I'm going to go get her. I just am working on myself and my stuff out here too. So, but I know like I can change people. And I know like that's the only type of people I want to listen to is people that been through it. Because that's the only thing that's going to inspire other people. Like nobody's trying to hear it from somebody that just doesn't really understand. So, you know.
Hopefully
that's my personal opinion.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's why we do these videos to educate people who are not educated on it. Because you know, knowledge is power. Once they learn, you know, they don't have to walk in your shoes, but just in hearing your story, they can relate to it. And they don't have to be, you know, have to experience it, but you know, they have family, friends, loved ones who are going through it.
Right, and there are some people that like are behind textbooks and don't really understand, but they're all in. Like they feel they have the heart for it, and they sympathize and empathize with people. But I just know me, like I'm listening to the war stories, like the people that was there and came back. So that's what motivates me. So
that's true. Yeah, I hear you. So what is life like now for you that you're 2.5 months sober? What is it like?
So, you know what I think the funniest thing about being sober is? So, like, when I educated myself on it, like, the things that used to discourage me were, like, when you on drugs, your brain is rewired. So you can only experience, like, euphoria and stuff like that with drugs. And then I read so many things, like, as soon as you stop, it's going to take a while for natural happiness to come back. And that's wrong, because I'm happy. Like, I feel, like, amazing. Like, and I felt like that day 1, day 2, day 3. Like, I just felt myself getting stronger and better. And I'm happy like this. Like, so it didn't take long for that anyway. And I just know, like, I'm not dumb. Like, I know the results I had. When I had drugs in abundance, I was miserable. Like, I remember when I was out there, I was always crying and stuff, and everybody would pick on me. They'd be like, you're always crying. Like, you need to, like, see a psych or something. I'm like, y'all need to see a psych because y'all are okay with this. Like, no matter how much drugs I did or whatever, I couldn't numb my kid or, like, that I just knew I was better than that or just, like, it was just a lot. So, I don't know. I just feel, like, good like this. And, like, even I still get cravings and stuff like that. Like, that's normal, though. And I'm not so hard on myself. Like, I used to beat myself up every day. And I just feel like God delivered me from all my anger and all my stuff. And like now, like when I do get a craving and all, I just say it's okay, it's normal. But like I get more high off of like just beating it and just, you know what I mean? Like going that route. But I just have a routine. Like I just wake up, I look forward to getting my coffee in the morning. I wake up with the kids. I cook. I rap. Like I do want to get, like I don't have my license or anything like that. So I wish I was doing more stuff of what I liked, but like I need a job. I don't have a job right now. I'm pretty much booked with like my classes and all that, but I'm just positive about everything. And I just take it like a day at a time, sometimes an hour at a time. But music, really, I'm just like, if I'm not listening to music, I'm rapping myself. And then like I was just watching 21 Jump Street, like movies, like, and everything's different. Like I always was fogged by heroin. So now like it's just funny. I just see things differently. And I don't know, I'm just a lot stronger and wiser for everything that happened. But I know the results I got with that. So even if I have a craving or whatever, like I never had a good result. I was always miserable. So that's dumb. I'm not going to repeat the lesson. If I would fall in the future or something, I just don't see myself falling back completely because I know that result was not what I want. So
Powerful.
yeah.
So you know how to.
And I mean that 100% because I used to always say like I want to be sober or I'll try or like, you know, some people they'll be like, I don't want to do nothing around you but I'm cool. Like I feel good. Like I'm happy like this. Like I'm happy like this. So. Yeah.
And you got
And I
your
ain't about to lose everything. Like I don't have my crib or anything yet, but everything is in the process. So I lost everything. I'll be damned if I mess up before I gain it all back. You know what I mean?
no.
So
The devil is a liar. You're gonna keep
know.
on reaching to until you get to where you want to be in life. There's no going backwards because it's not worth it going backwards.
Right.
It's
not.
Nothing down that road but misery.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I was miserable. I felt like a slave. That's what I mean. Like I just don't. And even now, but like I really think it's so crazy that so for everyone that is like, I remember I used to be like, damn, I hope like if I'm how I used to look at it when I was using. I'm like, if I'm miserable. Like I thought I was happy because you know what I mean. At least I felt happy at the time when I did use, but the struggle to get it was just in the way. But like I'm telling you, like you feel so much better like this, and there'd be like little blessings too, like just that come. Like for example, like my DUI safety school. That's like so much $100 or whatever, and you have to have the money before you do the course. And if you don't do the course and you're on probation, because I'm on probation in 3 different counties, like you'll be violated. So I was stressing that, like I don't got no money. And then just like all this, the lady was like, well, there's a grant available. So the class was free for me. Like just everything falls into place. Like anything that I might be stressing, it just like, it really does when you get sober, like everything falls into place. So I don't know, but I'm all for it because I'm not trying to go. I just was miserable like that, like I said, and just being with my son. My son's always like, "Mommy's back," and you know what I mean. Like, and my daughter too. Like, I'm gonna get back with her 100%. But I'm just taking my time with everything, and I just feel good being like this. So.
And you have beautiful kids too, you know. Them children
Thank
need you. Yeah, them children. Yeah, she got beautiful children. You know, her children need her, and I'm so happy that you know she made the right decision and finally decided to do it. Because people make that decision, but they don't do it. But you did it.
Yeah, I know. I'm still doing it. So, but I know that it's just like. You know, just gotta like, I don't know what people, even like the most powerful thing about my sobriety though is like, when I was doing my detox, when I was in jail, I was like puking over my bunk. I was so sick. That was a 15-year dope, never missed a day. I was also doing coke and like, you know, and was xylazine too, but I did the hard, the dope and the, like just whatever. So what I'm trying to say is that when I was in and out, I was like in and out conscious. I was puking over my bunk, and I remember I had a dream about like the devil and the angels fighting over me. It was like an exorcism. It was weird. And I was in pain. I was getting sick, and then I go back, and it just be like it was just this fight. And then in the end, I walked away with my kids, and I was peaceful and I was happy. But not just with my addiction, but I was so angry. Like I was so angry before that, after, like everything, like. And one thing I always prayed to God, I remember praying to him, like, where'd you go? Like, you're not even around. Like, this is crazy. Like, I lost all faith. I felt completely almost like possessed out there. It was so eerie. I was a female by myself. Like, every dude's trying to get me to trick or something. You know, I wasn't with the trick and stuff, but I just couldn't talk to nobody. The girls were mad or jealous or something. And, you know, the guys were over here. I just felt like a robot. And I just remember feeling like, God, like, where'd you even go? And it's just like, I couldn't even fight for myself at that time. And I tried to kill myself twice. I did. I was successful. I killed myself twice and I was revived, thank God. But like, I feel like he really fought for me in that dream. I really feel like I was exercised because from that day, I just been peaceful. Like, I don't even get angry. And, you know, I'll cry before I get angry. Like, I just really feel like I was delivered. Like, he really did save me, like, in my dream. So, and I have a lot of powerful dreams and, like, premonitions and stuff. But that one thing stuck out to me, that in my detox, I had a dream of exorcism. And I really, truly believe that happened to me because I've just been cool ever since.
Look at that. That's powerful right there.
I had to share that one.
Kelsey said, there's definitely a light over Val. So even if roadblock come, you will win. So she said there's a light over you. So you're destined for greatness, girl.
Oh, thank you. I know. I wish I had a better phone I could see and join and all. I have an iPhone with my son's on it.
It's okay.
So I'm on my stylist, but no, I'm happy though.
Bigger things coming for you because we're gonna have you set up your own YouTube channel and everything, so that way you can be, you know, having your own podcast, your own vlogs, and that way we can come to you. And because there's other people who have done it, but then they don't, you know, they abandoned it. They went back to Kensington. But I know you're not turning back because you seem like you got your head on right now and you're ready for a better.
Sure. Yeah, I definitely do. And I can say that 100%, like all my kids, my dead mom, everything, like 100%. I'm stronger than I ever been. And like, but I just want to keep going with this. And I know, like, and one big thing too is that when it came to the drugs, like no matter what I did to get it, like I was determined. Like I wanted to get high. I made sure I got high. Like that was it. So I'm putting all that. I always told myself, like, even people used to say, like, if you put all that into something like you really like doing or your music or something, you would have been had your dreams come true. And I know that I was always ambitious and determined. But now instead of like looking for the drugs and all that too, like, I mean, I even used to sell drugs too. And that's another big thing. Like because I was an addict, I knew other ones. And like, I sit here broke because I don't want nobody to take nothing from me. Like, and I know like God's going to give me like what I need. Like, I don't need nothing extra. I don't want no smoke. Like, none of that. But I really am blessed and I'm just chilling. But I see everything like unraveling. So
Right. Trust
yeah,
the process.
I'm all for it.
Wow. So listen, right, Kiki, we have to ask you about Kiki because we've been hearing that news about her passing. We don't know how true that is. Do you know any information about that?
Yeah, so KK, like, all right, so this is the thing. There's two KKs, and there's a black KK and there's a white KK. My KK was the white one that I love so much. I was so sick because I remember when I saw Melissa, I saw a woman found in a suitcase. So I thought, like, you guys, you know, like you asked me, like, what's the horror stories out here? So I thought you were asking her that, and it was going back to the Christina Gibbons girl. So when I seen her, she said KK, and it popped up on the screen. I was so sick about it, like. I was so upset, but I mean, as far as I know, like I don't know. Like I even went and saw her boyfriend, and I asked like where she was and all, and he said she was sleeping. This was before I found out about it. But no, like I feel like that is. I mean, I guess it is true, but I don't know. But I know I don't really. Melissa is just not really like a solid person for me to go on it about. But I don't know. I haven't been out there. I didn't see her when I was out there though, and I know like she's always around. So. I did go out there one time after I got sober. I went out there one time to try to collect my things and just like see some people, and I didn't see her. So, but yeah, that broke my heart to hear that. But I know like that's like the lifestyle she was too, because she did the date thing. So you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah,
That's just one thing I didn't do. Like I did not do that. Like I don't judge anybody that does it, but it wasn't for me. So
it's Russian roulette.
Just
like the drugs people take is Russian roulette. Everything that goes down in Kensington is basically Russian roulette. You just walking down the street is Russian roulette in Kensington.
Yes. Yeah, and I know the last time I talked to her, she had a boyfriend, which is something she never had. And she was like, yeah, he saved me. Like, you know what I mean? I don't do dates anymore and all. And I just told her, like, I pulled her to the side. I'm like, you should never let nobody think that, because if something goes down and you don't have what you need, then, you know what I mean? You're making this guy think. I'm not saying she didn't like him or anything like that, but I just told her as a warning, because I loved her. Like, you shouldn't let him think that, because something goes down and then your addiction calls you, like, then it's going to be a problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you guys are crazy. Like I had guys punch me in my face and all that down there for no reason. And I never even let them on or anything like that to make them think.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this wonderful news with us, girl. And it's like
Thank you.
a beautiful day just hearing, people coming out of the darkness into the light and chasing their goals and dreams and not letting drugs take that away from them. And you're an inspiration for many. I want to let you know that.
Thank you. So are you. So are you.
We're in this together. What would you like to say to all the people who have been rooting for you?
What'd you say? What was the
Well,
question?
yeah. What would you like to say to everybody who has been cheering you on and rooting for you?
I just want to tell him thank you. I really need the encouragement. Like, unfortunately, like my dad, he's weird. Like, when I would tell him how many days sober I am and all, he'd be like, I literally could show you the text. He's like, stop telling me how many days clean you are. It's annoying, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know, like, I've always dealt with that from my dad, but the encouragement goes a long way for me. Like, even people I don't see or whatever, like, I tune into all that stuff, and that keeps me going. Like, I never had family or nothing like that, so I need that. I never thought I needed it, but I do need it, and it definitely keeps me going. So I appreciate it, and I'm definitely gonna make them proud. So tune in for the music though, because I am nice. I was nice when I was at my worst, but I'm definitely sharper now, and I'm practicing all the time. So
yeah,
tune in for that.
absolutely. Guys, Valerie is grateful for all the support. You guys are amazing. Valerie, how do people, if they want to write you, send you letters, how do they go about doing that? If they want to send you messages, how do we do that?
Okay, so you can post my number if you want. But I also just Valerie Sylvester. If you look me up on Facebook, it should be the first one that pops up. But I know my Instagram is like my main thing, but that it's Fuego. So FUEGO_606.
I'm gonna.
That's my Instagram.
So you said you want me to post your phone number online?
Yeah, you can post my phone number. Yeah, because I got 2 phones, so you can post this one.
All
I'll
right.
leave my other one for like my personal stuff and all.
All right.
then-
Cool. I'm gonna post
Yeah,
Valerie's
'cause I
number.
need that. So anybody that wants to, you know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like, there's people that I felt like should have been here for me that weren't, that should be, but like the people that I don't know that are rooting for me, they matter more to me than the people that should be. You know what I mean? So I'm all for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, in
I'm
life.
happy to interact with them.
Yeah, in life, I learned sometimes strangers will support you more than people you've known for your whole life.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. So yeah, I'm definitely grateful for that. I mean, even like I never got to see my interview until I came home or whatever. And you know, I still think I gave a good interview, but I was happy with all the comments I got then too. Like that really kept me going too. So yeah, so I'm all for it. I appreciate it.
So, guys, you hear it from the lady herself. You know, she's sharing wonderful news that's making this Saturday a beautiful one. So that's her phone number right there, guys. 484. Make sure you put a 1 if you from out of wherever you at, but it's 4. Yeah, it's 484-242-1326. So I'm gonna leave it on the screen. Send her some positive words. And Valerie, if people want to send things for you like clothes, what are your
I
size?
definitely need help with that for now too. I definitely need help with that. So I can give you the address. Or they can just text me if anybody wants to send it to me. Just come text me and I'll go from there instead of posting that one live.
Yeah. So this is the phone number one, but also for those who don't want to text, what's the address? And I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. 532
532
East Lincoln Highway.
East. You said East Lincoln.
Yeah, Lincoln, LINCOLN.
Okay. Highway.
Highway. Coatesville. So COATES.
Okay.
VILLE.
What's the name? I think that this address sounds familiar. What spot
That's
you're
the
in?
one I said I was never coming back to. Remember, I was like, I know one thing, I never want to go back there, but unfortunately, my probation is making me stay here. But you know what? It's all supposed to be. It's what it's supposed to be. It's where I'm supposed to be right now.
What's the place name again?
It's Chester County, not Chester. Cause yeah, we had it confused. I think you thought I was from Chester, but Chester County.
No,
so it's an hour from Philly.
I was talking about the name of the place you're at. You know, it's not Malvern or anything, right?
No, but I'm close to Malvern now. It's Coatesville.
Oh, okay. So the place doesn't have a name; it just have an address.
Yeah, yep.
Okay,
I'm
so
staying with a girlfriend right now, and that's why I'm blessed too. So I was supposed to go into a shelter, you know, and then my girlfriend, I love her to death. We actually reconnected in jail, and she said I could stay here because like within 2 months I could have a place. I just got to get a job and show income, but it's already in the works, so that's a blessing. But no, my girlfriend, she lets me stay here with her and her 2 kids, and we make a great team. And I love her to death. Shout out to Jamie Busby. So that's the address. That's where I'm at right now until my place comes. And I'm grateful because I was dreading the shelter. I was definitely dreading the shelter.
yeah. Well, thanks to her for looking out for you, because the shelter is definitely a place a lot of people don't want to be.
Yeah, I know. I'm so grateful. I love her. I'm so happy here. So happy here.
East. So you said 532 East Lincoln Highway, right?
Highway.
I'm trying to get that address on the screen so that way people can.
And Coatesville, and the zip code is 19320.
19. Okay, so 5. Okay, I'm gonna put the address in the chat right now, guys. Please, you know, Valerie need all the support she can get from you guys. You have been cheering her on, so continue to do that. You know, we rise by lifting other people up. You know, that's our exercise out here.
Yes.
We lift each other up, and when she become a famous musician,
I'll pay you all back.
she's gonna give back to the cause. You know, she's gonna come and
For
bless the
sure.
family. So, guys, you see the address on the screen: 532 East Lincoln Highway, Coatesville.
19320.
Yeah, let me fix this real quick. Put the highway. Hold on a second, dear. Yeah, write her. You know, write her. Send her cards. And say you're gonna be down there for so even if you leave and stuff come there for you, your girl is gonna give it to you, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so let me.
Yeah, I definitely need help with clothes right now. But the good thing is, when you did the video, I weighed like 100 pounds, so I'm 131 pounds now. I got my glow back. I
Okay.
look good. Yeah, I know. I wish I could post a picture, but I don't know if you have one that I sent you. But
No,
you
I
should
don't.
put
I
that
don't.
on the chat.
I don't
I
have a
think I did
recent
send you
one.
one.
Yeah, you can email it to me and I'll text it to me, whatever. So,
'Cause there's a
guys,
big difference.
hey, once you start loving yourself again, it shows, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, I feel good like this. But yeah, so I'm like I'm a medium right now, but I just was a small, but I definitely do need help with clothes.
So, what size
I
you
appreciate
tell us your size in tops and bottoms?
So I'm medium basically. I'm cool. I'm happy with just tights and just like I just like hoodies, like just plain, you know what I mean? I just like your clothes. I like your clothes, but I'm grateful for anything. And if I can't use it, I'll take it down to the shelters and stuff around here. You know what I mean?
Right, right. So,
So,
guys, that's the address for Valerie. Spell your last name for us so that way we can make sure it comes to you.
Okay, it's Sylvester like the cat or Stallone. So SYLVESTER.
So your name is Valerie Sylvester.
Yep.
Valerie Sylvester, guys. If you want to mail things to her, just put Valerie Sylvester or Valerie, and I'm sure her friend will give it to her. So the address again is 532 East Lincoln Highway, Coatesville, PA 19320. Do you have
And apartment 3? I'm sorry.
apartment 3? We can't forget the
My bad.
apartment.
I'm glad you repeated it because I would have forgot.
Yeah, hold on. Let me put that. Guys, hold on here because we don't want your mail to get sent back to you. Yeah, because that's what they do. Nah, it's all good. I'm gonna put the apartment there right now. Apartment 3. Okay,
See, I need
guys.
to learn what you do. You can just do live, answer phones, click. I need to learn that stuff.
Oh yeah, you'll learn
I'm
it.
trying to learn. I know it's not that hard, but it's just something I want to learn because that's cool. Because I am interested in all this stuff, so I
Yeah.
definitely look forward to learning it.
Yeah, you're gonna be a musician. You definitely gonna have to learn all this stuff. So, guys, that's the address. Let me repeat it once again. It's 532 East Lincoln Highway, Coatesville, apartment number 3. I hope you can change the apartment and put it where it needs to be, but I put it at the end. It's all right. But yeah, apartment number 3, PO on PA 19320, and she's accepting cards, clothes, and letters of encouragement. You guys know how it goes.
Right. Anything. I'm grateful for anything. Just the thought counts. That's big for me.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's great, Valerie. You're on a right track, and we're proud of you. And
Thank you.
you're going to be a testimony for so many. So
Yes.
just don't give up. Let me see what Mary said. Mary said, please post the full Valerie info. Okay. All right. So I'm going to also post your information on the community page too, also, so that way more people can see.
Right. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I know. I'm gonna send you. I think I already sent you pictures of my kids, but I'm definitely gonna send it to you so you can post it on the chat later.
Oh, that's
my kids and
awesome.
me now because I want them to see.
Right.
I want to hear what they gotta say about that too because I look bad then, so you can tell now. I definitely look good, better, feel better. My son's right next to me on the phone right now on my other phone, so
Oh,
I'm
that's
grateful
sweet.
just to be inside. All of that.
That's
It's like, day
beautiful.
goes
bro.
by, I don't think every time I eat everything, it was like cold out yesterday, and it's like I don't even want to go outside. I'm like, we need something for the house. I'm like, I don't even want to go out there. I'm tired of being outside. I'm happy to be in now.
Right? Tell me about it,
I'm always
right?
grateful. I'm always thanking God constantly.
Well, Val, you sound so much better, girl. We already seen that the changes in you already, and we just want you to just don't quit. Don't never give up. Just keep, you fall, get back up, girl. Don't never just stay there.
For
All
sure.
right.
I definitely will.
Any last words you want to say before we clock out?
I just want to say thank you, and I thank you so much. Now you really are the shit in my eyes. Like you're definitely big for me, and I love what you do too. I think you're a great inspiration, and you need to know that you're important too. So, because it's a family, but you built it. So I love that, and you're one of my biggest. I'm one of your biggest fans, so hopefully you're one of mine too.
Hey, we
But- and
support
everyone else,
us.
Thank you, and I'm
Yeah.
doing good. So
Great.
we gonna win.
Okay, guys, stay tuned for more from Valerie. It's not over with. It's gonna be lit. So keep her in your keep her in your prayers. All right, Val, we'll stay connected. All right.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All
Bye,
right,
guys.
girl. Bye. Well, guys, I think 3 hours is good enough for Mal today. I'm about to clock out. Tomorrow is a new day. We'll have Caitlin hopefully will be doing what I'm doing today, doing it her own way, and following her will be Rocky Road with her, you know, presentation to well, her introduction to the AML family. So guys, I think we had a productive little special Saturday, right? We got some good news. We got Eric with that wonderful news, and we got Valerie with wonderful news. So it's amazing. You know, I'm happy hearing all the good news. And hopefully we'll continue to hear more good news. All right, guys. So yeah, apartment 3. Thank you, Mary. I'm definitely gonna post this in the community. So you guys, I guess enjoy the rest of your day, guys. All right. Let me see what you guys got to say for I roll out. Mal, did you ever get the package I sent? Oh, Kathleen P, I'll be going to the post office this month. I mean, you know, Miss R was just telling me about the car situation. So yeah, I'll be going to the post office this week. It's a little bit far from my house, so I go there twice a month. I'm still trying to get it to another address, but I don't know how long I'm gonna be at this address. I'm gonna be here for seven more months, so I'm just gonna keep the PO box where it is right now, you know. So yeah, Kathleen, thank you so much, dear. I'll be going to the post office this week, and I'll get your box. I haven't been there in like I can say almost a month now because of the distance, but they keep everything for me. They know who I am because I just like to go and collect everything at once, you know. So thank you, Kathleen. God bless you for that. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, supporting this channel, AML Family Rocks. Oh, thank you, Mary. Thank you, Miss R. This was sweet recovery memory. Yeah, right, Miss R. That just made my day. This is this is the most happiest, you know, news that you can hear when people get themselves out of Kensington. That's like, I don't know what could be more better than that. I just wish more people would follow suit. We must do this again. Mark, thank you for sharing your story too, brother. You are amazing. You're here for a reason. Keep on shining your light. You know, you survive your darkest time. So now, you know, you're shining bright like a star. And everyone else, I appreciate the love, guys. Stay strong. Don't give up. It was sent a few weeks ago. Love you. Okay. Yeah, it should be there now, Kathleen. It's definitely there now. I'm sorry that Mal is a turtle. Yeah, I gotta put fire on my back sometimes to move fast. But yeah, thank you for the love, dear. Mary, thank you for your love always. You are you are spreading your love to other people, and they're catching that love and spreading it to other people. That's amazing. Okay, guys, I'm doing well. Love you too, Miss R. You have a beautiful, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. All right. Go treat yourself. Go do something nice for yourself. Love yourself. No matter how old you are, self-care is always important. All right. Make sure you take care of you before you can take care of other people. So we'll see tomorrow, 6 p.m. with Kathleen. With Caitlin. All right, guys. Anything else, you want to add before I clock out? Let me see. Okay. Love is all you need. Absolutely. Love is definitely saved the day. Hey, Michelle. Sup, Michelle? Hope you are having a great day too, dear. Miss most of it, but we'll re-listen. Have a great night. Oh, yeah, Michelle, it's all good. But thank you for stopping by, all right? See you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Let me see what song to close out with. I didn't really have a song playing because this was unplanned. But Take care, guys. All right. I love you all. Peace.
Living